Starting.
Oh, we're live. It's yellow.
And we're live, baby. It's Friday night, main event, Royal Rumble live chat. Anything goes with the comic Rose. Let me put my shit on mute.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, man.
In there, son.
We got some comics to chat about. I got a Bueller box to open. I got a box that I opened last night from someone from a IG seller that I've been digging lately that I'm going to show. A nice little healthy stack, brother.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, joining me in this Royal Rumble.
We got Comic Books NYC, got Fuchsia Only, Old Wolf 65. Already people piling in the chat.
NYC showed everyone what time it was last night.
Oh, bro, my goodness.
God, yeah, he did.
I don't think I could ever go on that show. He should have the heavyweight belt for that show. Show me your girl, NYC. You're the champ.
For real, dude.
Yeah, man, good for him, bro.
2 AF-15s.
Because people are like, oh man, I don't know. When you bust out a couple AF-15s, it makes people feel a certain type of way. I think
it makes me feel jelly. I got to get on my game when I see something like that. I'm like,
I love seeing that, man. Especially when one of the homies, like when I see has like a super grail, because you know what I do? I flash back to the moment that he first bought that, and I'm like, dude, he must have been so pumped. That whole week, he must have been buzzing to have that. So I don't know. I think of that, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm sure he worked.
Dude, you know he was nervous sitting on that subway with that thing in his backpack, dude.
Yeah,
worked his ass off to get that. So shout out to NYC, bro.
Yeah, man, doing it.
Yo, shout out to Biggie Shaq up in the chat, yo.
Yes, sir.
I want to say this, yo. Shout out to you, Kenny, because that prize / AOK you sent him.
Yeah, man.
That put a smile on my face, man. Like he was so stoked for that, man. And I love watching AOKs and when you see people's reaction like that. So shout out to Biggie Shaq in the building. What's going on, Biggie Shaq, aka Melody? I gotta shout that out, right?
Yeah. I'm glad he liked it, man. Because and I knew when I was putting that ASM, the number escapes me. 200? No, not 200. When I put that ASM, that badass freaking Venom 365, that gold foil. I was like, I know he likes that shiny gold madness, brother. That's a classic one too.
375. 375.
Yeah, 375.
He's gonna have to make him a championship belt out of the comic.
Yeah, man.
He said it was that gold. It was blanging.
So, dude, when I saw that video, the contest video you did, like I was like, man, am I gonna sit here and try and Shazam all this music so I can guess what it is? And then I was like, man, I bet you Biggie Shaq already won it. And then I scrolled down.
And it's funny you say that, dude, because I totally could tell that's what some people were doing. Because if you guys hadn't seen it, the contest was I was showing dollar books and I played like five or six different like 90s hip hop beats, right? Because that's my jam. And it was like guess who did the tracks, name of the artist and the track all correctly, and you get it, right? And it was funny. There was a couple people that was like, it was like this weird. It was like a remix because you know in hip hop like beats get recycled a lot. So there was a couple of them where they were like saying some weird choices, and I'm like, oh, they probably Shazammed it. I was like, I was like, those people may have used the beat, but I want the original. And that's when Biggie Shaq came through and was like, bang, bang, bang. Knocked them all out. So, bang. I guess I should properly introduce you guys real quick, even though everyone knows what time it is. Chad, 90MF Comics, repping the NWO.
What up?
Hey, yo.
Full life, bro.
Full life. Caleb, the up-and-coming, rising comic star of comic book YouTube.
What up? What up?
What's up, bro?
You know what I'm doing, man. You know what I'm doing. Kicking it like a fat rat in a cheese factory.
Yeah, baby. I know what you're doing, and I know how you're doing, baby.
Yes, sir.
D Runk, live PD Runk.
What up?
Keeping the streets safe.
Dude, I was watching that shit earlier today.
Dude, that goes down for me as one of the all-time greatest moments on YouTube. That cracked me up so bad, dude. When you just randomly popped in from your little cruiser to give us the prog report, it's like, so funny.
I didn't even know if it would let me pop back in. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll give it a shot and see what happens. So
I'm back.
You killed it. And man, we got a bunch of the homies hanging out. NYC, Fuchsia Only, Old Wolf 65, D Comic Queen, Hialeah Comic Bro, Melody, aka Biggie Shack, Johnny Dakota, Mr. Miracle, the True Believer in the house, Wolf Warner, my man, in the house, James Garcia, and
you know I'm smiling, Bake. What up, Bake?
yeah, Big Bake the Snake Roberts, man, that's my guy, and ICT Vinny. Hell yeah,
Rock in the building, man. I love all my Florida people showing out, man. Bake the Snake, Hialeah Comic Bro.
Yes, sir.
Caleb up in here, man. We strong up in here, man. I love it.
Sunshine State rolling deep.
Yeah, it seems like Florida's got like a strong comic community, man.
That's where all the graders are. Well, used to be all the graders were down here.
Right, CGC headquarters, no?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it still? It still
yeah,
has...
one of them is, but I think CBCS went to Texas or something like that.
Yeah, they moved into Beckett's office because Beckett does that signature authentication for them. So and I think Beckett bought them as well.
Yeah, and we got a lot of comic book shops down here too. So.
Oh yeah, I got 3 near me.
Did Kenny freeze again?
I think so.
Oh, Kenny froze.
Oh man.
Hey, we run his channel now.
Yep,
All
we're
right.
on this, y'all. This is our show now. We're taking over.
Too funny.
Oh,
too funny.
But yeah,
you killed Kenny. You
Comic
bastard.
fam, dude, who out there? If you didn't see this in your shop, try to get it. Gretel by Xenoscope. If you like horror, blood and gore, dude, this book is insane. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Cannot say enough good stuff about that book. It had me hooked the whole way through.
Well, I guess we know Kenny was supposed to open his Bueller box.
I know, right? That's what everybody's here for. They saw Bueller. And they all came in.
I found some stuff today. I actually picked up some True Believers to some books that I already have, so that way I could like open these and read them if I want. I don't know why I can't find this one. Like, it's probably one of my boxes in the other room, but first appearance, I know I have it. This is what I've been looking for. Not that this is like a crazy key, but you know, I got some old Iron Man, so I've picked up this True Believers, you know, in honor of our boy Stan. I also picked up this True Believers of Fantastic Four 65, and I have myself a copy of that, which is pretty cool. So we show that off a little bit for the people in the chat. Got Ronan in there, and also the first appearance of the Intelligence. So,
man, I got to be there with you then. I got to show mine too.
Hey, look at Kayla.
First Kree and first Ronin.
I see that.
Hey, low grade is better than no grade.
Yep, exactly. So mine are the same way. And then I also picked up a Fantastic Four True Believers 53 because I actually picked this up a couple weeks ago. So second Black Panther, first appearance of Claw, which is pretty cool. So some of the True Believers I picked up today with some of the books, I guess, that I already had, which is fun. True Believers are cool, man, for $1. Read some of the stories that you may or may not have already. So I also did pick up some back issue stuff. I don't know if we want to wait for Kenny. So D-Rock, you do any hunting lately or no?
You know what? I got a kind of a minor key for me, but a big key for me, but minor key for most people. It's Final Crisis number 12. It's when Wally West takes over as being the Flash.
Nice.
I love the Flash. I like Wally West more than Barry Allen, so that was a cool one. And then I got this in the mail today, and I don't know what it is. So I can start opening it while you guys show something.
All right, let's see.
I'll mute my mic so my unwrapping doesn't.
I picked up that new Venom today, of course. Gotta love it. Got the Spider Villains variant. This is one of the ones I have not read yet because I got to catch up on issue 11.
Oh, it's a great read. I loved it.
I checked out the Gamerverse. I'm saying it was good. I dug it. I like how they took it. I like how they went with it. Not bad. Got to see some classic Peter Parker being a goofball, not answering his phone and stuff. It was kind of funny. They threw in some like modern age stuff. Boom. Right there. Donny Cates, man. I am so stoked for that Carnage event coming up. Y'all, come on, dude.
I'm excited as well for that, man. I'm excited for anything that guy's writing, to be honest. Did you read that yet or no?
Oh yes, dude. I was about to say, if you don't want spoilers, just plug your ears real quick. Dude, Gamora's going to find Rocket. Rocket is coming back to the Guardians, dude.
Yeah.
I am so happy.
So we hope. We don't know yet. We don't
He
know
is
yet.
coming. He's coming. Rocket is tried and true, man.
The one thing that's, I mean, I guess kind of cool for anyone that's actually reading, you know, Marvel comics and read the Infinity Wars, you can't really just hop on and like, I mean, you kind of sort of can hop on from Guardians 1 and know what's going on, but if you don't know any of that backstory, like he does a good job touching all that stuff, like what happened with the event.
Oh yeah.
Like so that's one of the things that I really have enjoyed about reading that, because you have to really be in the now to know everything going on in the comic. You know what I mean? Without giving anything away. So,
and from what I can tell, from what I read from it, dude, he's tying it all back in with the Black, and he's bringing, like, dude, I'm telling you, Venom and Carnage are going to play a huge part in this new cosmic universe that Donny Cates is creating, because he is the overseer of everything cosmic in Marvel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo,
back.
I'm back, baby.
Coming back.
The hostess with the most.
Continental YouTube champion of the world. Your holy
down the
grail
situation,
champ.
fellas. Hey,
All right, we're holding
He's
it down
gone again.
D-Ron is still muted too. I forgot. We're not
He's
doing
opening a package.
We did all right.
someone's muted.
Yeah, no, I muted myself because I was unboxing something and I didn't want to have all the unboxing noise steal the camera towards me.
A courtesy mute.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, this is
We're
what I
just
just
talking about
unboxed.
Guardians.
I just unboxed Smallville season 11, number 1.
Yeah.
But I did that because I'm going to be seeing Michael Rosenbaum and fuck, I forget his name. But the dude that played Clark Kent in Smallville.
Honestly, Smallville is my favorite DC production ever created.
Yeah, dude, I love the show. It was a guilty pleasure for me, but
dude, I've seen it so many times.
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get that double signed and CGC'd.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. All right.
So, is that the one book?
Yeah, go take your show over, bro. So take it back, you know?
Well, I should probably.
Did you read the new Guardians, Kenny? That's what we were just talking about.
I didn't, man. I didn't do a lot of reading of new stuff this week yet.
Come on, bro.
So much came out, though, man. I know. I understand, dude. That shit's hard to read all of. Pardon my French.
Yeah, I know. I want to. Let's see. I have my stack from my boy, Comic Book Movers 6. No, before I plug his Instagram, I should get it right. But he's Dre Van Doom in the YouTube chats. Solid source for dollar books on Instagram. Book Movers 609 on Instagram.
Giving up your secrets, man.
Nah, man, I'm happy for him to do his thing. It's you know. Let's see.
He's on the hustle.
Yeah, man, I want the kid to sell his books. So I'll run through these real quick, and then viewer time.
Viewer time.
Yeah. So these are probably my favorites. I'll put them at the bottom. Let's see. Nothing crazy, and he threw out some free ones. Let's see. This was a free one. He just threw in, he knows I dig Silver Surfer, so he threw a little surfer action in there. Boom. There was this series that I had never heard of, but I just saw the covers and he was letting them go on the super cheap, and I was like, you know what? I'll roll with it. Knockout? Vertigo Comics, codename Knockout.
All right. Nice cover.
Yeah, nice cover, right? This one was bugged out. They're like assembling the cover, which was kind of cool. And all those boxes are like pages, comic pages. I was like, yeah, that's pretty creative. So, yeah, Bake the Snake. That's right. Dre Von Doom, man. He's a good egg. This was one that he threw in for free. Another knockout one. Cool cover.
I just dropped you a shout out in the chat on Comic Tom's premiere that's going on right now. I told everybody to come over here when it's done.
I'm into that. Knockout, little booty shot on your way out. Bang.
Bam, son.
So that was those. Then Mirage Publishing. This isn't like the super key one, I don't think, but Usagi Yojimbo #1.
Nice.
Oh snap! I like me some Usagi Yojimbo.
Hey man, there's one of them that's out there that's expensive.
Oh yes. Peace out, Hylia, bro.
Have a good night, highly a comic bro, my brother.
Yeah, there's because it's like it's a weird title for his actual first appearance. Amiibo, and some kind of title about anthropomorphic type animals, and that's his first appearance, and that one's worth like a few thousand. Then he has a #1 issue, his first solo #1, which is worth like I don't know, a couple hundred or a few hundred or something. But this is neither.
Heck yeah.
This is one that I had as a kid, and I was just pumped that he had it. The Adventures of the Thing, because I always loved that cover with Ghost Rider.
That is a good one.
Kind of up in flames.
This is 90s classic right there, bro.
Yeah. This one. This is the first G.I. Joe book that I own. And it's because I saw that cover and I was like, dang, son. My two guys, Cobra Commander, Storm Shadow.
I've got 1 through 50 or something, like 1 through 40 something of the original run.
Oh, really?
G.I. Joe was my stuff when I was a kid, dude.
Hell yeah. And I'm taking this one out the plastic because look at the ill Storm Shadow image on the back cover.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, I was like, yowza, look at that shit. Boom.
You gotta get one of them clear backs, like boards.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to get some of those, man.
Hey, man, you can go up to Home Depot and buy you an 8-foot by 8-foot sheet of that stuff and just cut it.
You are giving me way too much credit for being inspired to do things.
Oh, I'm not doing it either. I'm just saying it's there.
I was pumped. I've been looking for this one.
Yo, welcome, Mr. Carroll.
Oh yeah, Mr. G.
Poor Mike.
Board, baby.
Always love seeing that black suit pop up on the little icon bar.
Yeah, true.
He's got that 252 as his logo, man. I like that.
Dude, I got that book at CGC right now. Still waiting on it, damn it.
It is a long wait. That's probably why I don't have any books that are CGC, man. I just don't have the patience to wait for it to come back.
It's tough, man.
Night Thrasher, y'all. You guys dig Night Thrasher and New Warriors?
Never read it.
Yeah, man. New Warriors are my jam, mainly because of this dude. I used to have a poster of Night Thrasher on my wall as a kid. Straight up, man. And I got his first appearance, CGC Slab, first appearance. It's in a Thor issue. First appearance of New Warriors.
Nice.
Mr. Carroll. Oh, Mr. Carroll did a live stream? Oh, I think Mr. G's threatening me. He's like, we need to talk, sir.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you did something. You fucked up.
Uh-oh.
What you do, Kenny?
I might have been up to some shenanigans recently. We'll see. We'll see.
Someone might have received something, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, 411. That's right. Metarog, I knew I liked you for a reason. Little did I know it was many reasons.
Yeah. That's why you have him on the Graders Notes. He comes in with the facts, sir.
Yeah. Dude, he
killed it.
Didn't catch that Graders Note show last night. Even if you're not, whatever, it's not your thing, just fast forward through Metarog's parts. Like, just listen to Metarog dissect Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's worth the price of admission, man. He killed it.
For sure he did, man. I missed like 15 minutes of it or like 20 minutes of it. I was there for the most part. But man, him as the host and leader of that show the other night was just spot on. So
is this one a key in that run?
Yes, it is. First appearance of Anti-Monitor, I think.
Nice. I've got a couple of them in my bedroom in my filing cabinet. I pulled that one out because it's the closest to the beginning of the run that I got was number 6. So I was gonna try to hop in there on your graders notes part of it. I didn't have number 1, but I was watching.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Hey, Kenny, I need you to do us a favor, man. I need you to continuously stay animated so that we know you didn't freeze.
Oh,
Because I thought you frozen again.
like nothing?
Yeah, you gotta like do like a head bob or something, you know?
Yeah. I like
Every
Metarock
5
said, dude.
seconds.
Oh, maybe I should just stay gyrating like Metarock said I was doing last night. He's like, Kenny's over there gyrating. I was like, what? Oh shit.
Shiny cover.
Pinhead.
There you
Shiny
go.
cover.
Heck yeah.
Pinhead number 1, brother.
That is awesome.
That is super
Yeah.
sick.
I know. I was like, oh damn, I'll take that.
Dude, you gotta love Instagram, man, for finding comics, bro. It's so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do. Seduction of the Gun, Batman, boom. And then the 2 books that first made me start getting this lot going were these 2 movie adaptations of Batman.
Oh,
Batman Returns comic. And dude, but this one is the killer. Batman, written by Denny O'Neil.
It's
And
got Jack Nicholson on the cover, too.
Oh
yeah,
my
and
God.
inside it's basically like it's a straight up movie adaptation. So it's Michael Keaton, like they draw it pretty accurately. It's Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and they just like all the events of the movie basically summarized in the comic. It's
That's
pretty
cool.
thick. I was like, hell yeah, dude.
dude, I gotta find that.
Yeah. And you know
I
how
had
I
the
feel
Batman
about,
Returns one.
yeah, you know how I feel about Batman Returns, brother.
Yeah, that's number 2.
It's number 2 on my favorite DC movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. G did a live stream, huh? That sounds cool. Did you since he said he's got to talk to me, I'm assuming he got the
Well, he said, haha, he's the man. He said,
Yeah,
he knows,
so-
LOL, he's the man. So
So
did you
Cat-
send him something?
Yeah, so cat's out the bag. He must
There
have
you
it.
go.
I've been teasing in AOK lately. I was talking about you, Garrel, every time you were in the chat. And I'm wondering if you opened it.
Well, he said you're the man, so I'm assuming he did.
He must have opened it, right?
Yeah.
Had to have.
Yeah, I want to see it on. Maybe he live streamed it. That'd be dope.
I picked up another random one on New Comic Book Day, too. The top said Tintin meets Tarantino, so I was in on it. It's pretty good, man. Like 1920s, 1930s mobster kind of vibe, but the artwork is like straight cartoony, dude. I love it. It is so awesome, kind of like Archie cartoon, sort of.
I found that book, by the way. It was bothering me.
There it
Oh,
is. First
God.
note.
I did pick up some back issues today as you're opening up your box, Kenny. If I could show those off, bro, if
Yeah,
you want.
please do.
All
Fire
right.
Guy Ryan got that ghost book in his Bueller box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he did get it in his Bueller box.
Oh,
and
nice.
He turned around and sent it out to the community.
Oh, that's dope.
Are you going to send that one to one of us?
Who knows? Maybe. Well, I am hoping to do a giveaway when I get to 500 subscribers, which I announced here on Kenny's channel a few episodes back. I know I'm a little bit of a way, but I know with the community's help I can get there. I've already started collecting some stuff for my giveaway. I already have a pop donated. I already got a gift set. I already have a comic, and it's going to be a stack of comics. So best believe once we get to that 500, whoever wins is going to get a nice thing. So make sure you head over to 90MF Comics and hit that subscribe button. But
What are you at now?
I want to say like 247, almost 250.
Yeah.
We're halfway there, you know. We're checking. Hey,
Inevitable.
all I know is the longer it takes us to get there, just the more that goes into the giveaway.
That's
So,
Yes.
so, but anyway,
Hopefully it doesn't take too much longer.
yeah, right. But I already started. Yeah, I already have a few books I already have set aside for it. I've had a book already donated to it as well, like I said. So it's gonna be a nice giveaway once we get there. Can't wait to give it to somebody here in the chat. Somebody's gonna win it. Somebody in here is right. So I did find this 12-cent Fantastic Four 39 awesome Doom cover. It's missing a piece of the cover in the front. I don't know if you guys can see it. The piece that's missing, but got it for like $5, so I couldn't say no. I love Doom. So
Very nice. What number was that?
39, sir.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
I really like that.
Hey,
yeah.
girl, don't feel bad, man. Everyone had to have their hand held for their first live stream.
Hey, Chad, this was that other Ronin key I was telling you about that was in the dollar bins everywhere. It's
Oh,
like
nice.
it's the first time he actually fights with the Avengers or whatever.
All right. That's pretty. And you found 2. Look at you.
Number 30.
Old Wolf
Hey.
65 has returned.
Yeah, stop the chat. Old Wolf is back. Congrats.
Yeah, and Stacey's weekly picks arrived too.
And then I also found a Captain America 118 second Falcon. It's beat up, but hey, low grade's better than no grade.
You know it.
So, and it was at a price that I couldn't say no to.
It
So
looks like it's in Mylar.
yeah, it definitely, you know, kind of like. Well, I put it in Mylar. You know, I want to make it look good, bro. Come on, my bad.
Looking like a sweet mid grade right now, if you ask me.
You know, for sure, right?
Hey,
Dude, Mylar is deceptive, man. That shit will just shine it.
It's low grade for sure. It's super creased. I got it for like no joke, like $10. So, but just to say you have one, you know, I gotta find some of that older cap. I gotta like expand on my silver age. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, and then the big one, and then this one, I got it at a great price. And then this is like even. I mean, this is super clean. This cover is super clean. But it's got a hole on the back cover, I won't lie. So that was the reason why I was able to get it like at a steal price. But New Gods, #1, some Jack Kirby goodness, probably like my favorite find of the day, so to speak. So
that's a great pickup.
Yeah, man. Ton of first appearances in this. If they do anything with the New Gods and anything with a show on DC Universe or mention anything with a movie, this could only go up. I hope.
Is that Orion's first appearance?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
So, and then there's a Forever People one there, which is Darkseid's first full appearance, and I really want that. So, I don't know. It just what they're asking for it and the grade it is, I just didn't feel like it was worth it, Yeah. So, but this one came at a good price, so I was like, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them do a little something with New Gods.
For sure, man. How dope would it be? That Jeff Johns New Gods run was pretty cool. I don't know if anyone ever read that, but that was a nice little read. So
I know his Green Lantern's good. That's all. That's all I know. But man, it is fire.
Jeff Johns is the man for the most part.
Oh yes.
So
I just wish he'd stay off the movies. I don't. Every time they keep trying to say they fixed the DCEU with don't worry, Jeff Johns is going to be on it. And then, like, Batman v Superman happens and Green Lantern happens. But, yeah, keep them on comic books.
Yeah, you're quite right. What do you guys think? Bueller time?
Bueller time.
Bueller.
I'll show you.
I got my knife out.
While you open it up,
yeah.
I went ahead and picked up 2 of the new Monstrous. Because of the fact that it's the first appearance of the Blood Court. Oh my gosh, dude. Micah Half-Wolf has that crew with her now, dude. She's about to start laying waste to the world.
Wow, that one's been on that's on my list to go back and read. At this point, I know it's pretty well established. What's it like on 30 issues or something?
It's in the 3rd trade. It's on like 22 now, 22 issues.
Yeah, so I wouldn't try to like collect the series, but that's one that I'm gonna maybe try to grab a trade or online.
I got the first 3 trades, and that the #1 second print is actually on my Grail list. I don't have any. I picked up actually like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 the other day in back issues. So I'm gonna have the whole run eventually, but I want that. Man, I want that second print first issue, dude. It's so gorgeous.
I know I thumbed through a few issues and like. The art is tremendous.
Sana Takeda absolutely blew it away.
Whoa. It's like it's definitely got like a manga inspiration to it.
This one is the next best art that came out this past week. Rise, dude. I haven't finished the book. I made it about halfway through it. There's a lot of words for a comic book, but still, like, I am digging it, bro. That it kind of has like a feel of Die when it comes to the artwork. How like it's, I don't know, nothing's like solid lines or nothing, no hard lines or anything like that, dude. And it is freaking amazing.
I know the one book that I think was my favorite art of the week. I might give whatever the competition is a run for its money. D-Runk's favorite book of the week.
That Batman.
Batman. Jorge Fornes, man. This guy is quickly becoming my favorite Batman artist, man.
It does look good, man. It definitely does.
I can't say that my favorite. I mean, he's good, but I wouldn't say that.
No, like current. The guys that are currently doing it, not all time. Not all time.
I'm gonna have to say Capullo or Jock is my favorite Batman, but I don't read Batman, so.
Oh, and I just want to say thanks, Comic Books NYC. Said nice pickup. So
Hey, it's always good to get a shout out from him. Shoot.
I'm giving away that book on my last YouTube video. No one
just
has
claimed it yet. On his Instagram. I watched it. Just message D-Runk on his Instagram. It's good. He's gonna lose money on that book. Clearly stated.
Slide into this man's DMs so you can get this book.
I'm gonna slide in right now.
This thing is crispy, man. There ain't much to read to it. I give him that.
I don't know, man. Detective's art is better than that.
I disagree.
Oh, you're crazy.
I disagree, man. This dude's style it's like, I love it.
I don't like it at all.
It's a nice grounded style for Batman. It's like gritty, it's simplistic, and it totally, and it reminds me of Batman Year One, Big Kelly. So, in Batman Year One has a special place for me.
All right, we have a winner. Ding, 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 ding. Caleb.
Yes.
Blame.
I will take it.
Shoot me your address. It's on its way.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'll have that in the mail tomorrow.
Hey, Perry Comics hopped in. Barbarian Kung Fu hopped in.
I literally almost bought that book today too, and I was like, "Well, D-Runk said it kind of sucked."
There you go. You don't have to buy it now. Just so you know, it is now a curse upon your house.
When somebody says it doesn't even need a writer, then I'm kind of questioning. But that does mean the art is freaking good.
Hey, the art was outstanding, but I've been waiting for the dream sequence story to pay off for a very long time, and I'm growing very impatient. So, I might just stop buying it until someone tells me it's over.
I feel you, man. Like, yeah, plot wise, it's like Jesus. That issue was a total waste of time for sure. Yeah. Like, if you're waiting to see where it's gonna go, it's like, yeah, that issue's like, what the fuck?
But here are the positives. The art is outstanding in it, and the cover is great. And I buy a lot of comic books because of the cover, but this one I bought because I'm interested in Batman. I want to see what the hell is happening with Batman. And this dude's still taking a nap, having a snooze. So, but yeah, you send me your address and it's on its way.
Sounds dope. Hey, you know what's funny? I think I have a picture because I was gonna post it on Instagram, but I didn't. Is Tom King posted something on? He tweeted this, right? And he says he was in an Uber, and the guy says, "You write Batman?" Yeah. He goes, like Court of Owls? I love that. He goes, "Nah, that's Snyder." He goes, "Oh, Metal? I really like that." And he's like, "No, not me. Grim Knights? Nope." And then he says, "Oh, what did you do?" And he goes, "Did you hear about the wedding?" And he says, "Long, awkward pause."
That is awesome.
That was pretty funny for him to post that.
Here's the art from the inside of that one book.
That is pretty nice.
I just like that style, man. I don't know what it is about it. It's like Stephanie Hahn sort of, man.
All right, I got the Bueller block has been breached.
Uh-oh. Game time.
Yo, we got Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson joining us. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Jeffrey Comic-Con's in the house.
Oh, Jeffrey's in the house. Somebody's got to do the chat, man. We got Mr. Gretzky in the house. We got Melody back in here. Mr. Garrow, Comic Books NYC. We got the Karate Chop, Barbarian Kung Fu, Metarog, Perry Comics, Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson. There you go.
It was not bad. It wasn't bad.
And
I gave it 110.
And just so you guys know, the name of this live stream is Royal Rumble for a reason. Anyone wants to run into the Rumble, open invite, just hit me up, let me know, and I'll invite you.
Dude, I can send some invites. I'll send a link to somebody that's in the chat just in case they want to hop in.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, this room is stacked and jacked, as Biggie Stack would say. Biggie Shack would say, stacked and jacked with a lot of my favorite people. So if you're in this chat, you are invited.
Picked up a little Scotty Young as well for that 60-year-old Spider-Man. Dude, I
Did you read it?
way.
Did
I made it like 6 pages deep and I quit, dude. It's
Really?
like there's no action to the very first half of the book. And I'm a comic reader, man. I want blood, I want punches. And it's just like I'm hanging out in the school in the lab and I'm gonna go talk to MJ and yeah. Meh. But it has a dope
picks
cover.
up to a cool I guess they're like setting the scene that you're back in the 60s, but it does lead up to like a pretty cool like interaction with Norman Osborn, Green Goblin. So there is a Green Goblin battle in that.
I flipped through it and saw the Green Goblin at the end, but I just wasn't going to read that much more because I had a bunch of other stuff I wanted to read.
Yeah.
But I definitely dug the art. The art was fire in it, and I like the verbiage that they used, like the old school 1960s lingo. I love seeing that in comics. Like when you can tell what time you're in by the way they say the things they say. Definitely dig that.
And I was making the point in Chad's stream of like, when I was reading it, Peter Parker was like a wicked dick most of the time.
Oh, we got Jeffrey in the house.
Yeah,
Oh shit! What up, dude?
The West
What's
Coast
going on, Jeff?
Man, what's cracking?
What up, Jeff?
What you guys do?
Kicking
We're
it like
chilling.
right in the cheese factory, bro.
Oh, yes. Yes. Nice. Everybody getting their Friday started off with a bang or what?
You know what?
Reading.
You know what?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Started with a Bueller bang, man. I'm just about to open up this Bueller box that just showed up.
Uh-oh.
I showed
Nice.
you one of them, the Thor book. All right. I'm not sure how these work. I think, isn't it like...
What are you going to put the
He
sticker
said
on?
that the ones on top are like gift books.
What are you going to stick your sticker on? I
Yeah.
got mine on my piggy bank.
Mm.
And he drew this himself or something, he said, right?
Yeah, the little monster claw when he was a kid.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he like says the name of the person that donated the books.
Yeah, bro, with the note.
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything.
everything.
Yo, because it was donated from my boy, Don from Mastodon Comics.
Oh wow!
This was the donated book in my Bueller
Holy
box.
shit!
No
Wow.
joke. $10, dude. I got
That's-
this book for $10 with like 15 other books.
That's out of control.
I mean, I didn't. Well, I got my first Lobo for $19.
You got Carmen way up, brother.
That's a steal, though, Caleb. The steal.
Heck yeah, dude. I was so happy when I opened that thing because it was the first book that you could see. Like, because you could see it through the bubble wrap. And I was like about to open it. And I was like, no, I got to record this.
Legendary Star-Lord. And
Yes.
hey, by the way,
Sick.
while I'm showing these, Chad, want to keep an eye on who wants to hop in and
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have everyone's email and stuff like that. So I guess
let me see.
Comic Books NYC. You can follow me. I'm not sure if you follow me on Instagram, but Chad90MF Comics. Just shoot me your email, bro.
Barbarian, you want it's yours, bro. Send me your
Yo, while Jeff's here, I'm opening this, bro. Jeff needs to be here while I open this, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had said that before.
Yeah, you do your thing. I'm mute as I unbox and tape things.
Yeah, let's do that.
Tuma Comics, what's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping by tonight. Good to see you. Where's Infamous? Is Infamous in the chat?
Nah,
No?
bro. I sent him
Not tonight?
I sent him an invite. If he might hop in, but he might be busy though too. Actually, tomorrow's my rehearsal dinner, so I know he's probably getting ready for that. So I should be asleep, bro. I got a big day tomorrow, but
Oh, is tomorrow your rehearsal day?
it's the Royal Rumble, bro. I can't miss this, you know?
Got it.
I
Got
just
it.
DM'd you NYC and Biggie Shaq. Once I get through this unboxing thing, I'll go dig up your email because I know I have it. That way
Hey,
you don't have to post it in the chat.
I just texted you Biggie's email.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
All right,
bro.
let me show you these karma books, right? Let
Yeah,
me
get
the
the
books off
books.
before it turns into straight up Royal Rumble.
It's about to be crazy.
Yeah, hold up. So let me get these out the way.
Biggie's
Boom.
gonna run in and hit you all
First
with
one.
his finisher.
The second one is a cool, badass Predator cover. Big game, baby.
Yeah.
So thank you to Mastodon Comics. Now, let's open up the Bueller box, if you will. And, you know, at the value, like at the price you pay for it.
Oh, we got Bueller in the chat. What's up, Bueller? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Bueller.
Man, you're supposed to be resting, dude.
Good timing, sir. Because I'm just about to open up one of these, brother.
Hey, Kenny,
Oh, yeah.
if you lock it on your screen, we can all still talk in the background and it won't flip-flop.
Word up.
Yeah. Then I don't have to be so quiet.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see this shit. Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pepper in it.
You had to make sure it would get there safe. All
Blow the
night.
whistle, Jeff. Blow the whistle. All right, we got Thor in the building. Thor number 282, snuffing this ice giant in
Oh.
the nose piece. Tempest. Ooh, this one's pretty cool. Hey, whenever you got Doom looming in the background.
Always
He's got some awesome covers, man. Like,
yeah.
He's got a very menacing face, so it always helps a cover out.
That's a pretty legit X-23, right? All new. Oh, we got another little X-23. I guess they were calling her all new Wolverine at this time.
is that the what? Laura Kinney? Is that who that is? Or
Yeah.
It's the other one that I don't know anything about. The Badger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Honey Badger.
Honey Badger. She only got one claw, so the claws keep going down. Wolverine 3, her 2, Badger 1. You know what's one thing I never really liked about X-23 is that one claw that comes out of her foot. I think that's cool. I don't like that.
It's
it's
like a
kicking the balls with that shit.
It's supposed to be like a female lioness because that's how they kill and hold their prey.
Oh, with like a talon?
With their dew claws on their back feet or whatever they're called.
You imagine fighting her and like grabbing her wrists and thinking you got the upper hand, and then just catching one of them in the groin? Like you would just be furious with your whole life.
Oh man, yeah.
Original Sin 32.
There it is. I knew I had one. There's one in the back.
I wasn't expecting Sarah Michelle Gellar to make a cameo in my Bueller box,
Buffy.
but there she is. Buffy. The Trinity. Justice League fighting dinosaurs.
Fighting dinosaurs.
Ooh, look at this one. Oh, dog. I just saw the next one. I am pumped. This Bueller box is totally worth it based off that next book I just saw.
Oh, yeah?
Every Bueller box is worth
I'm
it.
pumped.
They are, right? I mean,
I say they're the best bargain in the market.
Yeah. As long as, straight up. This thing is a deal. And I love that he gives you the media mail option because that's what I did. And like cuts the shipping in half. Granted, it's, it takes like whatever it takes, a week or so. But like, dude, this box was a total deal. And he throws in comic books. Justice League with La Tigra on the cover. A sweet little Batman. Oh, is that Gordon's son?
Batgirl, man.
Batgirl. And
that's like right at
the last. I don't own any of these, and I've been like seeing them pop up, and I'm like, yo, I want to collect that run. The Alex Ross Justice Society cover.
Oh. Which ones do you need?
This is the only one I own. Because man, every one of them is like it's a banger. He has the perfect style for Justice Society.
Be right back.
Dude, I've been looking for this book everywhere. This is my Alex Ross mythology big ass book of like all of his art. for
Yep.
DC. This thing, if you haven't seen it, like find it, man. It is just amazing.
Yeah, I got Mythology.
Who dat joining us in the chat? What up?
Yeah.
Oh, good call, Meteor, because I was just about to ask, who is this gal? Liberty Bell.
Speaking of who dat, I got my auction win from him the other day. This is the mystery
nice.
solve that came in there.
Yeah.
I bought like 5 auctions from that dude so far.
Is that the box, Kenny? That was the whole box?
Yep. I didn't know Jeff Johns wrote this JSA run. That's crazy.
All right, so I unboxed this finally. So this was a lot. Well,
You've been waiting on this. I know it's been hard too, hasn't it?
yeah.
You've been dying.
I just wanted to unbox it with you, bro, because it was only right. So I
That's why you invited him into the chat, because it was killing you to leave it in that box.
So,
It's all
Jeff
good.
here, this is a book that he's been talking about, and I feel like I found it at a pretty decent price. I would say it's not like a 9.8. It's probably like an 8. But for the price I got it at, I can't complain. So it is Incredible Hulk 449, the first Thunderbolts. And this book has slowly been getting a little spec, you could say. But
yeah, and it's been going up in price, and it now like even if you want it, you got to get it now because it's not gonna go down. Like,
no, for sure. And I think the person who I bought it from, I don't think they were into comics because I got it like in the little Debbie's box that they made. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, dude?
NYC, welcome, brother. How are you?
Always got that Thor hat on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is the popular one right now.
Yeah,
I got
people
to
are
straighten
getting
out
that
my
on.
bill.
But I'm glad that if I'm not mistaken, you were representing Batman last night, though, right?
I was. I had to.
Yeah, so I like to see.
All right, I straightened out my bill, so I'm fitting in.
Sweet.
You got more Hulk books?
Oh, I
Chad,
did
or
get
was it
I
the one
did
banger?
get more Hulk books today. I found them in the dollar bin, but I'm waiting to show them off on Caleb's. I'm supposed to be on Caleb's dollar bin show that he's trying to put together. I think it's Tuesday, so I found some Hulk books today that I'm gonna be showing off on that. And then I also did pull the trigger on a couple lots, so on some Hulk books that will be coming in next week. And when those come in, hopefully Jeff can join me and we can talk a little Hulk. I'll be able to unbox that, and we'll be able to talk some Hulk.
yeah, for sure. That's the plan, man.
Especially some Immortal Hulk, because I've been loving it. I dug that last issue.
I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
one of my favorite reads for sure, man. Between that and that and Venom came out at the same time, so it's like, all right, I gotta go home and read both of those, you know? Oh, that was awesome too. That was phenomenal as well.
Yes, that 449, man. Glad you finally got it.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited that I have one now too, because I've been looking forward to
This style or this style?
Oh, baby.
Oh, that's where that guy went.
This style.
Yeah.
That one. Okay. The full words. Got it.
Yeah. Those are slick, man. And I think that's the one that has that killer Black Adam cover too.
Who did that cover? Who's the cover artist?
That's a Ross.
It's a Ross.
Yeah. Yeah, this one just popped up in my Bueller box. I was pumped. Because I've been wanting to collect this run because it's a whole run of just like what he does best. Single character, striking a pose. Beauty.
Who did the cover? Adam Hughes, is that what you said?
Alex Ross.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Right?
That's racist.
Yeah.
I got
of
pretty
white
much all of it
painters.
for you, Kenny.
Oh.
1 through 10 at least.
It's like we talk about these cover artists like hardcore basketball fans talk about like LeBron and
It's
Kobe.
true though.
Yeah, straight up.
Look, I don't see nobody standing in no 5-hour line to get LeBron's signature. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that. They might. I don't know if he makes himself available for that kind of stuff.
That's true too.
You gotta pay like a few $100s and go to like a summer camp, like what Michael Jordan did back in the day.
And his autograph probably isn't even worth as much as
Probably not.
Frost on the right book, you know?
Probably not.
You know whose autograph is worth a lot? Bueller's.
Bueller.
Bueller wants your autograph, though, I think.
What's going on, everybody?
Bueller is in here. Dude, it is a pleasure to meet you face to face.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
You drinking some tea or something?
I'm as sick as a dog, man. I feel like garbage and stuff, but it's been like that ever since I got back from my trip. So
it's from Sam rubbing his germs all over everything, huh?
He was rubbing something all over everything. Can't leave that guy alone, you know. I got home, my whole house is damp. Everything. What the hell do you do?
Water everywhere.
Well, hey, I wanted to jump in and tell everyone. I think every one of you that I'm looking at has gotten a Bueller box.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to tell every one of you guys, thank you so much. You helped me pay my rent, so I really do appreciate you guys buying those. And for the most part, I think everyone's pretty happy with what they get.
I was stoked with the stuff I got.
All your guys' support.
I put your sticker on my piggy bank because you are the bargain master.
I saw that on your Instagram, dude. I loved it. It's awesome.
I've still never seen a shop with as many books as that one we went to, that we were digging through all those 50-cent books, man. Like, you haven't wiped them out yet or what?
No, I haven't gone up there for a while. And here's the thing, Jeff. I am so far behind on so much stuff. Being away and then coming back and being sick. I have like over 100 DMs, and there's like another like 100 emails I gotta get to. It's like, dude, I'm just looking at this list. It's just enormous and stuff.
Oh man, especially when you're sick, you're just trying to lay around and rest, right?
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So I got a lot to kind of get back on the horse and start doing. Hopefully this Sunday or Monday. I think tell Big Will that. I know we're supposed to do something on Sunday, so I'm still planning on doing that.
You are? Yeah. Cool. We'll see you there then for sure. You need to eat some pickles, I think, man.
I don't like pickles.
What kind of remedy is that? Pickles?
Yeah, what the hell does that have to do with it?
I know a lot of athletes will drink a jar of pickle juice before they play their sporting event. It's supposed to be like double Gatorade or whatever. I don't know.
No, it's not.
Ginger is also a pretty good remedy for like a bad cold or like a head cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I got the flu or something, man. It's just, I think it was just, we're so busy just traveling all over the place. See, we went to 7 different states in like 2 days. And stuff, you know, and just going out everywhere. It took its toll on both of us, you know, when we got home and finally took a breath, and you know, it just kind of hit me when I got home. But it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. My daughter did fantastic. You guys probably all know she won her contest and stuff, and she just killed it. And you know, just a great trip. But glad to be home. But it sucks that I gotta sit here and be all sick and stuff. So whatever.
Yeah,
feel better, man.
You had like a picture in front of like some pharaoh-looking tombs, or like pyramids or something. If I'm not mistaken.
No, that was the Luxor Hotel.
Vegas.
Yeah. That was. We wanted to go check that out, and we gambled a little bit in there. We didn't win nothing, but we definitely wanted to check out that hotel because we've seen it, you know, on TV before. We went up and down the strip that day, and our main thing was just we wanted to have a big buffet. We always hear about those buffets in Las Vegas, and so we went and got this really great buffet, and it was like $30 a person, but it was awesome. And then we just went to the different casinos and stuff. And we probably walked like 8 or 10 miles, something like that. So it was good.
Yeah,
I got food poisoning once from one of those Vegas buffets.
Oh man!
And then I had to drive alone back to LA for like 4 or 5 hours with food poisoning, and I was pulling over like every 30 minutes. It was brutal. But
crazy.
that was the one and only time. I usually have a great experience with the Vegas buffet.
Yeah, I had such a great experience. I don't even remember it, but I'm just glad I made it home. It was awesome. That's all I remember.
That's how my Vegas experience.
Yeah, right.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
I made
I stayed at the Luxor when I went. Now that
Oh, right on.
yeah, it's a nice spot.
Yeah, very cool. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna let you go. I just want to jump in and say hello.
Feel better, dude. Feel
Yeah,
better.
good to see you, man.
Feel better, Bueller. Thanks for hopping in, man. You're the man.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Adios.
Adios, man.
That was cool.
Back to it. Back to it.
Yeah, he looked whooped, poor guy.
Dude,
That
hey,
dog really helped
doing
it.
some traveling can fuck you up though, man. There's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of people that like my boss. Every time he goes on vacation, he comes back with Ebola or something. It's always
Yeah. No, it's real. I mean, I think I went on a business trip once where I was in 13 different cities in like 10 days.
No.
So I got home and I sat on my couch and I like didn't move for like 6 hours.
Oh, I
You know,
bet,
just,
man.
you know.
Yeah, I
I'll
remember.
be right back, y'all.
All right, I remember I went to Canada and went to what do you call it? Why can't I think of it?
Niagara Falls.
Toronto.
Toronto? Yeah, I've been to Toronto a couple
Yeah,
times.
and it was pretty dope. And I remember I was trying to I'll keep it vague, but I was trying to buy drugs, and there was like, there's always some people like lingering around, and somehow we made it happen off some dude on the street, and I took said drugs, and it was not as advertised. It was some other shit, man. And like,
Got you.
dude, I felt so fucking wonky for like a whole day.
Dude, I started a day once in LA. I flew to Toronto, so that's all the way from the west coast of the United States to the northeast top of like Canada. I spent the day there doing like a conference thing, and then I went straight back to the airport and flew back to LA, and it was on my birthday. Like,
dang. How long was that whole round trip?
Triple.
I think it was that was on my 31st birthday, so I think that was like four or 5 years ago. So yeah.
Oh no, how long was the whole round trip to do that?
I think it was like a 6-hour flight, 6 or 7 hour flight, and then I was there for the day, and then I was back at the airport by that evening. So, and then it was a 6-hour-ish flight back. So, must have been like a 20-hour experience, something like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That is wild.
90 mother effing comics rejoined us or what, dude?
Ooh, I just had double vision.
Yeah.
We had a dangling chat over there.
I don't know what happened. I just got straight dropped. I don't know if that's the world telling me that I need a call tonight because I got a long day tomorrow.
We never lost you though.
Really?
Yeah, you were there. There were two
Yeah, it
of
was
you.
funny. Like, they just showed like two of the little squares at the end of my stream of people. It was pretty funny.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know. It dropped me. I lost all of you guys. I thought the stream dropped. I'm like, what? And then I checked my phone and everyone's still running. So I was like, all right, let me hop back in there then.
Oh, it looks like Perry, if you Perry Comics is saying they send him an invite if you got one.
We'll do Perry and
Biggie Jack.
What's the I always forget what the max number is.
10. I thought it was 10.
8.
Is it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey.
I've had 8 before. It's crazy, right?
I know you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually get super crazy. Like the other night on Tony's channel, it was starting to like. It's just so.
I was on there. Yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
That's the hardest part when you get a bunch of people is the not talking over each other because it gets a little hectic, right?
Yeah. I wind up just like observing,
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah.
There's less pressure though.
Absolutely. Yes.
Like I was on the What's Your Grill with Tony Sanders. There's a lot of pressure. I feel like on that show. Like even though I've got big books and it was cool to show them and whatnot.
This guy goes a lot of pressure. You killed the game, man. Like, you get the chance, you get the belt.
There's
no belt.
Any room.
No belt.
Straight. The stud walking in with the books you got, man. I'm like, what's up? I got 2 AF-15s. Yo, check me out.
Conversation pressure is different.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
comics-
sure.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. No, I hear you.
because it's
So,
like
Soldier
Tony
only
brings it.
bookcase over there.
like a one-on-one, 60-minute special version of comic book YouTube.
Interrogate.
Yeah,
That's too
Yeah.
funny.
it's like all about you when you get on those.
Yeah.
Yo, Caleb, so promote this dollar bin show we're having, bro.
Dollar Bin Dive In. What's up? Comic Smurfs channel on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. That would be 5 o'clock Pacific Standard, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
3-hour time difference, dude. It's strictly Dollar Bin. Dude, I want to show Jeffrey Comic Con my Dollar Bin finds today because he's that Hulk dude, man.
Man, I got some too, but I'm waiting for the show.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
That's,
So you have to watch it on Tuesday at 8. Comic Tom, me, and Chad.
that's all the
Gonna
stuff
be
I found today in the dollar bin.
Dollar Bins.
All
Oh,
right, I got a
$5.
proposal for everyone here. A proposal. You ready for this? Worldwide, one time. Let's eliminate time zones. We need to do it.
I'm not opposed personally.
it does get confusing.
We celebrated.
great
We
time.
celebrated the bell dropping into all 3 time zones on New Year's.
What's up, guys?
That's freaking awesome.
Perry!
Harry,
Yo,
what's up, man?
How's it going?
Chilling, man.
What up?
Hey
man?
Perry, what book were you cleaning?
All right, so you see this Hulk right here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I finally got it,
Ah, yeah.
and it was dirty and grimy, and I brought life into it.
Sweet.
I'm gonna have to send you some books to wipe down for me, man.
Oh yeah, I'm about to clean this one first.
Oh, you got that?
Okay, bro.
Dude,
Nice.
I almost bought that.
I had to get it, man.
Dude,
I've been tearing
seriously.
up my Dollar Bins looking for that thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I'm like, let me grab it. Clean it up and
Yes.
press it.
Huh, I like that.
Super cool.
They
What's
have
up,
some,
Black Key Comics? Good to see you tonight, man.
Yeah, Black Key. They have some cool. I don't know if it's Nintendo Power, but like old Mortal Kombat covers too.
Yeah, I've got a few of them, but they're all like the Final Fantasy issues and stuff like that.
It's the old Steve Ditka Spider-Man, Mr. Garrow.
Was there ever a comic book adaptation for Final Fantasy?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen one. I mean, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but especially maybe overseas too.
Yeah. I would like one for like Final Fantasy VII, and so I could like go through the story without having to play the game.
That'd be
Dude,
awesome.
I play that game so many times, and I always get like halfway through, and then something happens, and I set it aside, and then it's like, oh, I got to start over, and I've never beaten it yet. I do that with all of them.
The same way with that.
Yeah, I'm like that with World of Warcraft. Man, I got sucked into that game. Lost years of my life.
That's how it goes, man.
Dude, I've stayed away from all those really crazy addicting video games. I don't know if I missed out or if I dodged the bullet.
I
Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I fell off the video games whenever 5-year-olds started kicking my ass in Call of Duty.
Yeah, I could never play those games.
It stresses me out. Like,
Dude.
like I don't like those team deathmatch type games.
Oh, I do. I'm good at them, so I enjoy it.
Right? I suck so bad. Like,
Over and over.
I'm dead before I even see the person shooting me.
For real.
I like me against the game. Like Metal Gear Solid is one of my favorites. I've been wanting to check out the comic adaptation of that too. Metal Gear.
I suck at that. Yeah, I suck at those kind of games.
Stealthy type.
Dude, Twisted Metal was that stuff, man, with the little cards.
I play a lot of Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Country,
Love
Mega
Super
Man
Nintendo.
X. Yeah, right.
I get old Super Nintendos and 64s, and I completely sand off the paint. I put like a new theme paint, like a Zelda mode with Zelda. Yeah, it's so cool.
Nice. Yeah, I was just playing some Mega Man X on my Super Nintendo the other night. I got them all my games out. I was bored playing. Love that system.
It is probably one of my all-time favorite systems for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm Sega Genesis over here, man, playing.
Me too, man. Me
Road
too.
Rash 2.
Dude, if you had to put me on like whatever, one of those hypotheticals, like Desert Island, what video game system and like single cartridge that you could have, it would be Sega Genesis, NHL 94.
I have that. I do.
See, my answer to that would be give me a computer and I'll just get a modulator for everything. So
No, that's cheating.
Emulator.
That's
I
not
got
fair.
one of those.
No.
You ever see these Raspberry Pi?
yeah, they're
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, man. And with the SNES is my jam.
I watched how to make those on YouTube, dude. It's actually pretty easy with a couple of things at Radio Shack.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get the Raspberry Pi thing itself, that's like the, whatever, patented joint that you can't make.
Yeah.
And what is it, like an emulator where you just load up a bunch of games on there?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
exactly what it
Very cool.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically like a little tiny computer that
It's like playing on the
Raspberry Pi-
PC then. Yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
no, it's
dude.
the exact same thing. The Raspberry Pi is pretty powerful for
Very
such
cool.
a little.
Yeah, those things are like, that's some pretty innovative shit.
Yeah.
Raspberry Pi, it's like really small computing power.
And
You just
they're
have to be
cheap.
careful with the games because not every single one runs perfectly on emulation as it does like on the original hardware and things.
Yeah, I noticed like there's some like N64 games on here that I don't really get it for that because this is just an odd controller for that anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, the SNES stuff, Sega, and then there's arcade games on here too that he loaded up. Like,
Oh yeah, that's the best part about him, honestly, because there's no other way you could play that like X-Men arcade game.
Yeah.
Like the only way to play it is either only arcade or have it on an emulator, which kind of sucks because that was a great game. They never put it on any console.
Yeah. X-Men Turtles in Time is on here.
Turtles
Oh,
in
dude,
Time, dude.
Turtles games. Yeah.
I got the Turtles in
Yeah.
Time on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's
Did you guys
the
ever play
stuff
that
right there.
Simpsons game where you get to play?
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
That one,
yeah.
another one you can only play via emulator or the actual arcade machine.
I always remember that South Park game on N64 because you could throw the pea snowballs.
I love the Nintendo 64. That's like my favorite retro console. You know,
And
Really?
64.
It's a great system, yeah.
What do y'all know about Battletoads?
Bro, what you know about
Battletoads Double
WCW
Dragon.
versus NWO?
Ooh, Double
or-
Dragon.
Double Dragon I was into for sure.
That's my
Double
jam.
Dragon
was
was
so
fun.
hard. I remember like that game was like the one that people really couldn't beat that one. It has like notoriously difficult levels.
What, Battletoads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this the speed tunnel when you're on that little speeder bike and you have to like jump over all the stuff was always the hardest, I think.
Yeah, Double Dragon for sure. The you know what else is on the arcade? The game that's on there that I think was just an arcade was WWF WrestleFest with
No.
the really big like wrestler dudes. And it's got-
The wrestling games were always better on arcade. I don't
Nah,
know.
man. WCW versus NWO Revenge on N64.
I have
Yeah,
that.
that
I
was
have
good.
that. But okay, I guess probably about that era. But before that, like, because like all the older ones, like that were on like the Super Nintendo and everything, were kind of cheesy. But if you played them on the arcades, they were amazing, you know. But
I
Yeah,
used to like
before-
Tony Hawk games. That was
Like
my jam.
once N64 came out, it started to be able to compete with arcades. You know, before
Yeah.
there were a lot of games before that didn't work. Hey, anyone know the blood code for Mortal Kombat on Sega?
Yeah, it was it was Abacab.
There you go.
Was it one of those up,
ABC,
down, left,
AB?
right, A, B, A, C, select,
ABB.
start things?
ABACABB.
oh,
And
GoldenEye,
A, B, A,
yeah.
C,
And if you
Dude.
guys want, there's a band named that you should guys go check out. They're super brutal.
I know the classic Contra code. The classic Contra code.
Up, down, left. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Abacab.
was-
Up, down, left, right.
Dude,
left,
I
right,
remember
right,
when my
right.
Sega, I got a new controller and it had a little screen in the middle of the controller and it recorded the buttons you pressed up to like 30 buttons. So you could go back and see what you used.
Oh, okay.
It was
That's
epic,
awesome.
dude. It was epic.
What's up, Stay Puff?
Stay put.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Stay put
Yo.
in the building.
Biggie Shack ain't gonna make it, man, because I gotta ride out soon.
You're always up late waiting for Biggie Shack.
Dude, bro, I just kind of like, say what up to Biggie Shack one time, like, yo, Biggie Shack, what's good, my homie? And then I gotta ride, and every
I
time,
love that game, man.
So I'm seeing Shazam tomorrow, the movie,
Ooh.
early screening.
Nice.
I wanna do that.
I'm looking forward to
yeah.
it.
That'll be epic, dude.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Seems like that one is gonna be cool.
It looks funny, man. It looks
It looks
entertaining.
like it's gonna be a fun DC movie, which is
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my LCS shop owner, he said he got like the early screening for it, and he loved it. And
Nice.
he doesn't like Shazam at all, but he loved it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Mr. Miracle's down to join. Good to see Mr. Miracle.
Mr.
Terry,
Miracle, the grand prize winner of my contest.
Oh yeah, I want you guys to link up.
The best story. Yeah. I just sent out his package today.
All right, coming in.
Did anybody read
What
this?
your prizes were?
Anybody pick this up this week? The Blessed Machine.
No.
I picked up a bunch of independents this week. This is the only one I haven't read yet, and I'm curious about it for sure.
Yeah, I was about to
You
say
got a
you
lot
read
of
a lot
books this
indies,
week.
'cause-
I'm telling you, bro, this was the biggest week for me in a while, man. I had to go light for 3 weeks so I could afford to buy the Sinestro Corps War trade.
Hell yeah, dude. That's my favorite Green Lantern story ever.
God, I'm in love with it, bro. I am absolutely in love with that series.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Oh, if you haven't read it, you need to stop and figure it out and get on it.
I've read basically zero Sinestro.
Oh, you don't even need to. You don't.
I've heard Thanatos talk about it. It sounds like it's kind of like one of the classic I don't know, not anti-hero, but
I love Sinestro, dude. He's like my
Magneto,
favorite Lantern character.
an empathetic villain. Is that safe to say?
He's just a cocky son of a bitch, basically. He thinks he's the man. Like, his shit don't stink. He knows how to do everything. You can't tell him nothing.
I'm telling you right now, like I like Green Lantern, but it's not my favorort by any means.
I'm in that camp also, where I've enjoyed a couple reads, but for the most part, I'm not a big Green Lantern guy.
Yeah, but Sinestro Corps War is one of my top 5 favorite stories.
I never read that one.
I had never read any of it until now, and I read pretty much I've read the entire Geoff Johns up into Sinestro Corps War. And
I read all the Geoff Johns, and I really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's the only Green Lantern I know, though.
Yeah, me too.
I've only read the Green Lanterns with Simon Boss, Jessica Cruz. I have like 1 through 50 of that series. I enjoyed that. It wasn't bad. I don't know anything else.
She's gonna be a big character when she hits the screen, dude. She's gonna be huge.
Who is?
Jessica Cruz.
Jessica Cruz.
Green Lantern chick.
You think so?
Oh yeah, dude. When she hit, look at Spider Gwen. Spider Gwen sucks, and look how many people like her.
The hot take.
Hey now.
Whoa.
Oh, that's how you really feel.
I'm a Peter Parker, man. There's only one Spider. There's only one Spider, and that's Peter.
I love how he said that with like a huge smile on his face.
I think I ranted about this a little bit on Tony Sanders' channel the other night when he did like a 10-person chat, but there's like 4 different Spider-Man books on the shelf this week. Like literally, I got to start cutting one of these, and ASM didn't even come out this week, and that's the main Spider-Man book. So I'm always going to get ASM, but I'm at the point where there's like 5 or 6 Spider-Man books coming out.
It is crazy, dude.
And then there's going to be the symbiote Spider-Man coming out, and probably some other Spider-Man coming out that I'm not, that I don't know of.
The only thing that's gonna matter is Carnage that Donny Cates is riding in August. That's the only thing that's gonna matter.
Hey, Peter Parker sucks. Ben Reilly for life.
Yeah, right, dude. Ben Reilly has to have electricity and all kinds of crap. Screw him.
All right, fellas. Well, I'm heading out. I got a long day tomorrow. Kenny, thank you for having me. Thank you, guys. It was cool seeing you, Caleb. It was good seeing you, Kavi. It was good seeing you.
Seeing you, Chad.
George, it was good seeing you, Perry. And Jeff, as always, my brother. Hold it down.
Hey, Chad, say goodnight to Ben Reilly, too.
Say what?
Say goodnight to Ben Reilly.
All right, Ben Reilly, good night, brother. You have a sweet night. Everyone in the chat, thank you, guys. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Later, man.
Yeah.
I got my Spidey, my Aunt May, my Green Goblin, all that up there, dude. Those are those old schools from Toys R Us back in the day.
Biggie Shaq. Yo, Biggie.
Oh, Shaq.
The man himself.
Dude, that is hilarious. So he jumped in right
as he left.
Chad jumped off.
Wow.
Biggie Shaq, what up, brother?
He waited for him to leave.
Too sweet, homie. Does he have a mic? Oh, he's
Oh,
getting
he
his mic.
disappeared.
Yeah, go get your
I'm
mic.
getting ready, y'all.
All right, man. Do your thing. We'll be here.
I'll show something weird while we wait for him.
Yeah.
This is a Golden Age Dick Tracy book.
Did you just get that one?
No, I've had it for a while, but I don't think I've shown it before. It's Super Comics. It doesn't even say what issue number it is on the book, but it's a Dell book. It's a Dick Tracy.
Speaking
of,
comics,
have the yellow suit, huh?
My grandpa actually has the 1954 Cadillac that was used in one of the Dick Tracy movies.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he bought it down here in Florida and drove it all the way to Missouri.
Nice.
I know Legend's a big fan of him.
That's the only Dick Tracy book I have.
Oh, yeah. I'd be surprised if you had too many.
No.
You never see Dick Tracy books. That's awesome.
Hey,
I'm coming, dog.
In a book like that, how many boards do you put in it? Because package from DS Comics, this is the first time I've ever seen like straight up triple board.
Yeah, so what I do is I put a E. Gerber fullback. Okay, so that's like a twice thick than a regular board in a Golden Age size, right? And it's completely acid free. And then behind it, I put 2 additional regular boards.
Where'd 90 go?
So it's very, very sturdy. Like, you got to do that with Golden Age. They need more support and also more room.
Yo,
90 Mother Epic Comics.
Oh, yeah, Jack can't be rolling up here after I just dipped.
Well, this is like wrestling.
Yeah,
this is the Royal Rumble, yo.
Dude, we were laughing about that shit. You died, and then he immediately jumped in.
Yo, Big Shaq, my guy.
Bro, check me out, 90. I got that shredder, bro. You've been hollering about.
Oh, that shredder in hell.
Bro, read that shit. Tell me what you think. That shit's good, man. I dig it. So.
Can you dig it? Suck it.
Miracle. What's up, Dave? How you doing, man?
Yeah, boy. Good, Kenny. How are you doing?
Yeah, to get the title belt.
Oh my god.
I need my mic.
Yo, the Royal Rumble is real this week, Kenny.
The Royal Rumble is real. We got 9 motherfuckers in here.
Damn.
Crazy.
Rolling deep.
Almost maxed out, right?
Let's see. So,
damn, I got 5 minutes and I'm right.
Oh my god.
Good. Oh my god.
Stay Puff's asking about the melody thing.
Check out my melody.
No, hey, I know the story. So,
I definitely know the story.
Yeah, his girl had to rename. Thought it was changing an email address, and she messed with his YouTube account.
Listen here, big man. You want to talk about melody, dude? Let me handle this tag, dude. See, the big man, Biggie Shaq, lost his tag because his girlfriend had to get on the email, man. She had to get to her teacher, dude, so she had to put her tag in so he knew what the fuck was going on. See, big man, Biggie Shaq comics don't look very good in the scholastics, dude.
Yeah, Big Shaq, you have the best promos you can.
There it is. Couldn't even explain it.
Honestly,
Don't change your shit 3 times.
Now I'm hearing the echo.
Hey, Biggie, you got the volume up on your phone?
Dude, I have nothing on but this.
You gotta mute the video.
Oh, okay.
YouTube video. Not the Google.
No, I just got the chat on, dude.
Yeah, but you must have YouTube on there.
I don't think so, dude. Let me see.
Is that Mr. Miracle?
I probably do.
That's not me yet.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a stab.
All right.
Which is pretty cool.
Okay.
I'm looking. I got it.
There you go.
I got it.
I think we just caused. I think we caused a lot of dogs to bark.
I fix it.
Somewhere.
Disaster alert.
Go.
Is it safe?
It's safe.
We're back.
I'm back.
Nope. Kind of.
I think we're good, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
We're good, man.
Biggie Shack in the building.
Oh, yeah.
No problems, man. I'm saying I can't get in.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta get some like headphones. So you plug in headphones in.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute you, brother, while we figure this out. You're echo now.
He's just
I
gonna,
don't hear
all
that.
right, so Biggie Shack's gonna do like the performance art in the
Oh,
background.
he just died.
You just found. All right.
All right.
We'll be back.
I will lie. I'll be back too.
The man knows how to cut a promo.
I was just gonna
Oh, yeah.
say, man, I've been watching some old school like WWF back on my WWE network, and it totally reminded me of like one of those old school Hulk Hogan promos, bro.
Oh, he kills it every time on one of his
Yep.
videos.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Dude, one
Shit.
the other day,
Yeah.
he's in there. He's like, I got the biggest belts, brother. And then he ends it with, and I got the biggest dick. And then he goes, I'm Big Shaq, I gotta go.
No, the best, the one that Kenny, the one that you told me how to go see that one, bro.
Which one?
The slabs.
Oh, he dropped that in a comment. He comment promoted somebody. That one.
And you can just totally see him saying it, yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was like some controversy with a slab and some shit that with I don't know with some economic.
Oh,
controversy.
yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, slab this, slab that." Man, why don't you slap my dick? I was like, "Well played." Well played.
argument over.
Yeah. Hey, Dave. Let me see. You got
What's up?
that Silver Surfer 4 handy?
Oh my goodness.
Let me see that, man. I just want to see a second hand. I'll be happy.
Yeah, take a look.
That's my dream girl right
Ooh,
there.
that's a nice book.
Yeah, man. I love
Journey into 83 and that book right there are my two main grails. Holy
Yeah, I
grails.
picked this up just recently.
Damn.
Pretty happy about it, guys.
Gorgeous one.
Sweet.
Dude.
Yeah, it's in good shape, and I got it for a decent price. So
Heck yeah.
Yeah. That was that just like a comic convention?
yeah, it's like a comic sale. It's not like a huge convention, but it's kind of like a sale. They have a couple times a year. You get about 10 to 15 vendors that show up there, pretty good sized vendors, and they sell books. It's a real buyer show, much more than like there's no cosplay really or any of that kind of shit. I mean,
That's awesome.
some people do it a little bit, but there's not contests or any of that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like we have the really big con here as well, and that's going
Con.
to happen in about a couple weeks. But that's all about like movie stars and cosplay and all that shit, right? Like I rarely go to that anymore.
Yeah.
You can't get any comic book deals at a place like that, man. There's too many people. Those guys are like, fine, you don't want to buy it. There'll be a guy here in a half an hour that will. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and and as well, they charge a lot for those tables for those dealers, right? They can't afford to give you a whole bunch of breaks.
Yeah. I can
Yeah,
see
the only con I've ever been to was the small one. I just went to in Orlando, dude. And that's literally all it was toys and comic books. It was so much fun.
Oh yeah, you're in Florida, right?
Yeah. I'm
Um,
over here in Melbourne.
I'm in Tampa. I'm like next to Rican.
I'm directly on the opposite coast of you.
He invited me to a place that I went to in February in Bartow. It's like a giant street festival with just comics everywhere, like $2 bins, 50-cent bins. I got so many good books.
Dude, I gotta find that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Hey, NYC, I wanted to ask
Yeah.
you. I don't know
What's
if you
up?
covered this on with Tony, but like, so you've acquired some pretty legit books and stuff. Do you have like, a top 3, or is there just one Grail book that's in your crosshairs, like the biggest Grail that you realistically want?
Realistically, or do you really want me to answer the question? Because like I did answer that question last night.
Marvel Comics 1.
Yeah, in the first few minutes, and it's Marvel Comics 1, which is the first book that Timely Comics ever made. Timely then turning into Atlas, and then eventually turning into Marvel Comics. They named the company after that book. You know what I mean? So to me, so Tony and I said that it's a Genesis Grail. It's the Genesis of Marvel, Marvel Comics #1, and that was also the first appearance of the Human Torch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one with like Human Torch kind of striding through. I recognize the cover.
Yeah, and it's also the origin and second appearance of Submariner. Namor, and a few other. It has a few other key things to it as well, but I think the most key thing about it is it's the beginning of Marvel. You know,
that's awesome. What does a book like that go for?
I think it goes for several hundreds of thousands of dollars on places like heritage auctions and things like that. You know what I mean? It's not. I think there's only like 40 or something like that copies. Or something like that on the census. It's from 1939, so it's in line with like Action Comics #1. You know what I mean, as far as like level of grailness, right?
Like a house book.
Yeah. So, but my top character grail is Detective Comics 27. I mean, that's an obvious one.
Oh yeah.
And then my
real obvious. So.
Yeah.
Because I don't
I can't afford it, like I can't. I'm not at that level just yet. But
I guess that's what I more mean of like, say in the next like year, is there like a Grail book that short-term Grail purchase that you have?
Well, the next year is going to be tough because I just bought a home. You know what I mean, and I'm trying to like, thanks, and I'm just trying.
I'm set soon,
and I'm trying to figure out, getting everything there and everything. Just my life in order, in the next few months. But
good luck.
Yeah, exactly. But outside of that, probably a higher grade copy of Amazing Fantasy 15. Like I said on the show, like I have the book, and I've got multiple copies of the book, but I don't want to have a room full of AF-15s. That's not my goal. My goal is to have a high grade copy of AF-15, and I'm going to use all the low grade copies as a method of doing that. You know what I mean?
And I forget, how long have you owned those?
One of them I've owned for about 4 years, and the other one I've owned for less than a year.
Has 4 years shown substantial growth on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Books like that, man, each year they go up a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, I think
especially the lower grade ones.
Yeah, the lower grade ones actually have more. Yeah, the lower grade ones actually have more from a percentage standpoint than the higher grade ones because there's less buyers for the higher grade ones. You know what I mean? It's so the movement isn't going to be as swift because the international money that comes in, like from China and stuff, into the comic book market, like the super high roller types. They're going after the Action 1s and the Tech 27s when they come up for auction. They're not going after AF-15 because super high grade copies only come up for auction every now and then, and there's just more of those books in comparison. So I would say that Action 1, Tech 27, and Marvel Comics 1 are like the big wig investment books, and then there's a tier below that, which is what I'm looking at.
Jeff, I see you laughing at Mr. Garrow.
Yeah, well, I was gonna tell him I got something he can hold, but thought that would be inappropriate for this.
He said his goal is just to hold your books, Kavi. He's like, I just want to hold the books.
He'll get a chance soon.
Too funny. Too funny. All right, this time I'm out. If Big Jack comes back, tell him I love him. Y'all are the best. Be easy. Keep the rumble alive, yo.
Later again.
All right, Chad over the top rope. He's out.
He's out.
Eliminated. And I'm literally sending Biggie Shack an invite again. Let's see. He told me error. Yeah, error.
Let's see.
It's so funny when there's this many people in the chat. Like, if sometimes a new person would pop in, and I wouldn't even really
You don't even notice.
Like, it just blurs into their bar.
Dude, when Bueller popped in earlier, like I didn't even recognize him from the little square that you see at the bottom there. I was like,
the bottle cap.
Yeah,
yeah. Was that a new background also for him, or am I
infamous?
I think he just turned on. I think he just came on like wherever he was sitting.
Wherever he was, yeah.
Yeah, because he's particular about his sets, man. He changes them every time.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. He changes little stuff on his set. Everything he puts out, every video he puts out, there's something different on his set.
Oh wow.
He'll change the pictures in the background, whatever, all kinds of stuff.
He's a professional, man.
Yeah.
I try to change stuff up behind me too.
I just add stuff.
Yeah, I like that. I like that setup, Miracle. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I do. That bookshelf is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta say, a shelf of, even though I like the way slabs present, a bookcase like that and just top loaders looks pretty clean, man. I like that.
Yeah, I've been putting lots of books in top loaders. They're good for Golden Age books too, if you're like, want to keep your Golden Age books safe. I know they're a little pricey, but you know, every time I go to the comic store, I pick up another pack.
So I have a challenge, actually. I have a challenge fitting Golden Age books into Golden Age top loaders because I put fullbacks and like oversized Mylar, on the books. So by the time I try to slip it into a Golden Age size top loader, it's too wide and it's like crunching up the side of the Mylar or whatever. So usually to keep it out.
Now, would the extra boards even be necessary if you're using top loaders, though?
Yeah, I wouldn't put a book in a top loader. I mean, personally, I wouldn't put a book in a top loader without a bag and board.
Oh no, I mean extra, because you say you do 2 boards in your Golden Age. Would the 2 boards be necessary?
Yeah. Okay. I still feel like it because of how straight it keeps the book. As far as a direct background for the book. But it just depends on the specific book, I guess.
This is one of my shops. On his wall, he sells a lot of his wall books of, like, those open top Mylars.
Yeah, the open top ones.
He likes to he just slides the raw book in those. It always makes.
I'm not a big fan of those. Yeah, I don't like the idea of like bugs crawling inside the open top. I
do that with some books when I have the just standard polyplastic and board.
Yeah,
I'll slide it into one of those.
That's cool. Yeah. As long as the book is isolated.
Yeah.
I got no Golden Age, only silver.
Yeah, I don't think I have a Golden Age book either.
Yeah, I got my first Golden Age book in DS Comics auction, and it's LB Cole.
Was that in? Was that when he was on with us? Well,
look at Biggie Shack with the lightsaber.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah!
Oh man, that's awesome.
Did you performance art earlier?
Not him, man. Bring him up.
Don't break the light.
Yeah.
What's up, Jedi big dude?
It's Jedi Biggie Shack Melody Collectible Comics.
Collectible Comics. Is that a new tag on?
Hey, I got a little survey.
Hit it.
Hey yo.
Down with them WCW boys? Are you down with the NWO?
Between the two, I'll go NWO.
I'll go Wolfpack, brother.
I'll go NWO also.
NWO.
Woo!
Now I'm just gonna lay back and let y'all do your thing. I'm gonna play my lightsaber in my belt. All right.
I'm gonna how the rap like all that.
Nah, man, stay in the convo, brother. You're welcome.
Speaking of lightsabers, I'm going to Star Wars Celebration in a few weeks in Chicago. I'm expecting to see a lot of people with those things, like whipping around, fighting each other on site. That should be fun.
Jedi Academy.
Yeah.
These fucking things purr like a motor. Listen to this.
Yeah, no, dude.
Damn.
That'll cut right through bone.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Like a B12.
You guys are too much.
I love that combo though of a wrestling championship belt and a lightsaber. Man.
Yeah, me too. It's fucking amazing.
He's the only person in the world that can do it.
It works, man.
Yeah, it does.
This is like the best one too. It's the Luke, dude. The blue Luke.
Who wants to send a clip of that to like Mark Hamill and like see if he retweets it?
Hey, 84, thanks for that fucking Spider-Man, dude. I read a little bit of that Batman with the coke and shit. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, it ends in a wild way too. It's like some of
I
those
just skimmed through it and saw cocaine. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There's like a lot of 70s Batman comics that they got fucking dark, man.
I see. I had no idea.
Yeah, Robin pulls some gangster shit in that issue.
Where'd Nighty go?
He had to
still
go
gone?
to bed, man. We tossed him off the top rope. He was eliminated.
Okay.
Yeah, like last time, 2 minutes before you got back in.
Well, the last time, like Chad said, "All right, I'm out. I'm going to bed," and then he left, and then immediately Biggie joined in. I was like,
I thought I saw him come back. Hey, what prize did you pick, Mr. Miracle?
Oh no, he's in the chat again. Is he gonna come back a third time? What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, he is there.
No, he's just watching.
Oh, in the chat room. Yeah. Damn.
Well, did you pick your gift or your prize, Mr. Miracle from NYC?
He did. Yes.
He did.
You want to share?
Yeah, I picked the Cop Rage keys. So that was Amazing Spider-Man 252 and Secret Wars 8 and Watchmen #1.
Yep.
Also, yeah, a couple of them were slabbed, so that's really cool. And yeah, I'm glad you're on here, Comic Books NYC. Like, I just thank you so much.
Oh, no worries,
like,
man.
Really...
Your bear story like literally had me like captivated, start to finish. Like no joke. That was well done.
What did the bear do? Like bite your dick off? What happened? I think I would guess he was like fucking each other.
No, my dick is intact.
Bear's mouth wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
Fucking Mr. Miracle's the only one that's really giving me shit about my melody tag.
My favorite thing, buddy. You know what? I only do because I like you.
I like you too, man. You represent for Canada, dude. That's a big continent to represent all by yourself, man.
Yeah,
no, he's got some back.
Hey, hold on now. The U.S. is part of the same continent.
Oh, big country, dude. Where the fucking peninsula?
We're North America for life, brother.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a real American. That's why I did that entry for you, dude. I did the Hulk promo.
Hell yeah.
Because the
The
Canadian shit to set me off, dude.
It set me off.
Oh my god,
that's cool. Cop Rage.
I'm a complete savage 84, dude. I got all them books out. I didn't even see your letter till after I fucking posted my video. I was like, oh my god, I'm fucking retarded.
Oh, no, that's all right. I don't think I put too. I don't get too fancy with those. I think it was probably.
No, it was very short, but it was still cool.
Yeah, man. He won my hip hop instrumental challenge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
The strictly East Coast one.
Well, I'm glad Biggie Shaq
guess
won
it
that one.
was.
He's got some nice hip hop knowledge there and taste. I
Yeah,
approve.
man, that was a basic Tuesday morning in '94 for me, man. Like
Yeah.
I probably listened to that.
When I was posting it, you and Wolf Warner came to mind. I know you both like comment on my videos, and Wolf Warner, I know he's got a legit knowledge. And there
Yeah, bro, he represents. He likes to play music too. I like him.
Yeah. Wasn't too many deep cuts. I think the deepest cut, like you said, was probably the Black Star Respiration one.
Bro, what was up with that dude thinking that Role Model was fucking ludicrous, dude?
Yeah, dude, that's because of like D-Runk was saying, when you Shazam it, it shows you these weird remixes, and that's why they were putting these wonky ass artist names.
Yeah, man.
It was Shazam.
Fucking Saber's loud.
Checked in Shazam because they were like,
fucking ludicrous, dude. Really?
Did you intentionally select a track that had issues with Shazam, like to weed out the people who didn't know what they were doing?
No, and lesson learned, because I didn't realize till afterwards. And I'm like, what's up with these weird answers? And I'm like, my buddy was like, they're probably Shazamming it. I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that.
Wait, is he back?
He tagged back in.
No, for real. Mr. Gretzky's comment, I'm in the chat, and he's like, yo, Chad is just like Mick Foley in the Royal Rumble. I'm like, damn, yo, I got to do it one time, yo, because he had 3 personas. He had Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind. So, and then Biggie Shaq came back, man. Biggie Shaq was good,
Dude,
man.
that Hell in a Cell where Mick Foley was spitting his tooth out, dude. Holy
Undertaker?
Yeah.
Super crazy.
That's the greatest match ever, dude.
Right? On my laptop now. I'm out on the webcam.
That actually goes back to when I was actually super into wrestling. I loved that era.
I rented that VHS from Hollywood Video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Attitude Era was legit.
That was the best.
Nah, fuck no. NWO was the best. What the fuck? WCW were the big boys play.
WCW guy, huh? Over Attitude Era, WWF.
Attitude Era, dude. You know WCW had Stunning Steve way when he fucking had hair, and he was just a jabroni. Like what the
And
fuck?
they let him go.
Exactly.
They let him go. That was their fault.
Yeah, agreed.
They
Agree
didn't
to
know
disagree.
I mean, you got Hogan and Flair, dude. What the fuck? You need Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I needed him.
Hey, I love The Rock, man.
I love The Rock too. I was more of a Rock guy.
Sting was the dude, man. Sting was
Stinger.
Dude, if HBK would have came to WCW, it'd have been a wrap.
I always felt like Sting.
Heartbreak Kid.
It always felt kind of bland.
Gilbert.
Hey, did y'all ever see the video clip of Sting with RoboCop?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude! It's there is a legit clip of like they pretend like RoboCop is a real character, and he breaks out of the steel cage, and like you got Psycho Sid Vicious like cowering, and like Arn Anderson running out of the building, and dude, if you haven't seen that shit, you need to look up Sting and RoboCop.
I will do that.
Yeah, he pried the bars apart.
Yeah. He had JR on the mic, just selling it like it was real.
Hey, JR could do it too, man.
Oh yeah.
He'll sell anything.
Me and him had a Twitter beef for a while.
Hey, love him or hate him. That is pretty. That's pretty fucking funny that our president was in a WWE match.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just watching WrestleMania like 4 last night, and it's in It's in New Jersey, one of Trump's freaking places. Yeah, he's sitting there at the side of the ring with his wife.
Yeah, him and Vince were tight, man. I think, or are tight.
Him and Vince, yeah.
Didn't
Vince's wife get into politics too? Greenwich, New York people, man.
I mean, he treats his like political rallies like they are like one big giant promo.
Yeah,
He's got that weave too, dude.
You guys see that GIF when he's got like they Photoshop like CNN over the guy's face, and Trump just takes him down to the ground.
Oh yeah,
yeah, man.
And he tans himself a lot like wrestlers do.
Dude, if you watch his interviews, whenever like the NBC and the Fox and stuff stand up, he'll straight up tell him, he's like, "Oh, I'll talk to Fox. I ain't talking to y'all."
Yeah, man. Glory days of pro wrestling.
Right.
Well, shit, boys. I'll do a promo and hop out, man, if that's all right.
Yeah,
hit us with the promo, brother.
Go.
Hey,
all right.
Kenny, put the camera on him.
Tag team.
All right, that's a bet. What do you want me to do for you, 90?
No, you can do, man. You run it, bro. You
right.
solid. I ain't worried. I know you're gonna kill it.
Give me a little hype up for my appearance on the Hunt next week because they want to take my strap from me, Big.
Okay. Well, see now, big guys. We got Big Perry in here, dude. He's a big man, repping hard for the city, dude. We got Mr. Miracle. We got my boy Comic-Con. We got D-Runk, dude. We got 84 banging and slanging and clanging, dude. We got NYC. We got Khalib, and we got motherfucking 90 miles from comics, dude. And when he gets his comic books, he's got to drive a long way, man. And when he's on that fucking boulevard, dude, he's going down Venice Beach, man. He's on his V8 going. So me and all my Hulkamaniacs, dude, we decided to link up because he wanted to do the Royal Rumble, and 84 don't play around, man. You got to watch out when the big man 84 comes through, dude. He's going to go to that contest. He's going to pull out some fucking nuclear heat, dude. He's going to bomb all that shit, man. So all I got to say It's for all my NWOites and Biggie Shackamaniacs and motherfucking Melody Comics collectibles, dude. What you gonna do? The Biggie Shack Comics. Oh, dude.
Dude, I'm crying over here. I'm like crying laughing over here.
Oh man,
Hey,
this gold.
and me and Biggie Shaq, we are just too sweet. I'm out.
Oh, that's epic.
Holy shit.
It's always a pleasure.
Biggie's got that energy, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he definitely went out on a high note.
Yeah.
It's like George Costanza leaving a room after he
Yeah.
go.
That's it for me, everybody.
That's it for me.
I tried doing that at a meeting once. Didn't go over very well.
No, in real life, real world scenarios,
People have
that actually
questions.
work.
Oh,
Right.
they calling you.
I know, right?
Is-
How do I
is-
mute?
You say you were gonna be going to a con sometime soon? Is that my
What?
uh,
Is that me or someone else?
Yeah, who you talking to, 84?
Jeffrey? Can you hear me?
The only one not paying attention.
He's on the phone.
Wait, Jeffrey's
Oh, he
going.
muted himself. My
Yeah,
bad. I didn't
Jeffrey's
know that.
going. He's going to WonderCon next weekend. He's going to WonderCon in Anaheim next weekend.
Yeah, I thought I mentioned that.
I just got some con tickets. I'm gonna be going to a Orlando MegaCon and then
Nice.
Miami
Yeah.
SuperCon.
Yeah, both of them. What's up?
Capullo and Cates, you know.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to meet
You
them.
guys get legit ones around your way.
Oh yeah, and there's a Tampa Con and a Tampa MegaCon, so it's like
Well, that's because Florida's legit, dude.
yeah,
I
there's
might
so many people.
We got a
from
meme
Florida.
and everything, dude.
I might go to Heroes Con in Charlotte in June. I'm going to Star Wars Celebration in April, but that's all Star Wars, not necessarily comic books. So, but those are the next
We go to
month.
Planet Comic Con with me next
Am I-
weekend.
Nice.
I think the furthest I'd go, I don't know if I'm, ready to board a plane for a con just yet. So driving distance for me, ones that are probably worthwhile to go to would probably just be Providence, Boston, or New York. I would probably venture to New York.
You know what's a good one to board a plane to go on? To Amazing Comic Con in Las Vegas, because you can do all your Vegas stuff, and then you can also do the Comic Con. And flights are not that expensive to Vegas, like because they're so standardized and everybody flies there.
Oh yeah.
So it's a good one. I did that one last summer.
Yeah, because I haven't hit up many cons.
And that one, and the entry for that one is pretty cheap. But they have a lot of comic dealers and comic artists and writers. It's a more heavy comic one.
Oh, I have some questions actually, because I've been to like cons, but like never to like meet creators.
See you guys. Thanks for having me.
Have a good one, Jeff.
Thanks for
You too.
man.
So I bought entrance tickets to the con, but then there's a Venom pass to like go see Donny Cates, and then there's a Batman pass to go see Capullo. But that's like $150, and then the Venom pass is like $100. Do I need those passes, or should I just get the entrance pass?
No, just the entrance pass, and you'll be able to get signatures. If you buy the one things, they normally give you like a special print that goes with it, and then like you get to go walk right past everybody to the front of the line.
I think, yeah, I mean, it depends on the details of the package. Like there's some cons where if you buy a specific like character or property pass, it includes like a 1 hour private meet and greet or signing
like Q&A
or whatever, or Q&A. And sometimes those can be cool. Like it just depends on if you think that's worth the money or not. But, if you also want to just shortcut your way into getting all your signatures done without having to wait in a line or whatever, that's a way to go, I guess. But it depends on how much you think that's worth.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I might get the Venom pass.
Yeah.
I don't like lines.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like if I ever do go that signature route again, I I don't know. CGC is gonna need to be there themselves or something because I'm pretty sure I got beat.
Yeah, for sure.
Third party shit, and it's
what third party was that again? You got to call them out.
Yeah, I mean,
put them on blast,
I
man.
got one response. Apparently, Tony said he used it one time. Planet Awesome Collectibles.
Yeah, he said good things about them, but I don't have any experience with them.
Like, it's just that I know shit takes time, and that's whatever. There's just zero communications, and like the only thing I got for a receipt was just a very generic square reader receipt that doesn't say anything other than, hey, we ran this card for this much money. That's it. So I got nothing. Emailed, phone call, and Instagram DM several times, and I only got one response. The only response I got was on the IG DM, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, he's dealing with a loss in the family. Sorry for the delay."
Oh yeah, this story.
What a joke.
Just very sketchy stuff, and
yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Dude, I was so pumped for that too. It was like, what do you call it? It would be a slab signed. First appearance of Casey Jones, Ninja Turtles, signed by Peter Laird, who's a rare signature.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And I got like a few other ones, like more modern ones, like Batman versus Turtles, signed by Laird, and the guy that apparently, I forget his name, but his thing was he was involved with the animated series Turtles, and he says that he came up with that design of the animated Turtles. I forget his name. I was like, hey, sign it.
I've got there's a book, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like the anthology book that came out in the 80s that wasn't part of the main series, but it was kind of these these one-offs stories. I have a splash page from one of those books that's signed by Eastman and Laird on the back, and then the front is the original art. I didn't show it last night on Tony's show, but it's a cool piece. But yeah, it's rare for him to sign anything, really.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any experience with One Stop Comic Shop as a CGC facilitator?
Nuh-uh.
One stop or one spot?
One Stop.
No.
Okay.
No.
Planet Awesome Collectibles, I haven't bought anything from them, but they did aggressively try to sell me on something, like some Jim Lee sketch on a blank book or something. Like, so I guess they just, caught wind of my Instagram account and saw that I collect art or whatever, you know what I mean? And then they kind of came at me to see if I was interested. And I said no, or whatever, but that's the closest experience I had with them. But I hate unresponsiveness more than anything when it comes to customer service.
Especially with dealing with CGC and signature verifications, all that shit, whatever. Like, I can wait. It's not a big deal. Like, I wouldn't be mad. Like, if they were like, hey, it's going to be 8 months till you get it, I'd be like, all right, that's not ideal, but I wouldn't be sweating it like that. But like, when you don't respond to me at all, I think the worst. I'm like, they're going to sell this fucking book on me or something. That's like the dirtiest. They just took my books.
Have you tried calling them?
Yeah.
That's great. I just found them on Instagram. What book? I'll blow their fucking shit up, dog. What book are you looking for? I'll put them on blast. I'm about to hit 1,000 followers. I'll tell everyone to go flood their shit. What book are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm gonna do Operation Flood them with messages on all their things,
tag them and everything,
phone,
dude.
IG. Give him one last, whatever.
All I know is don't mess with Perry's comments.
No, bro, that shit got me hot, bro. I can't imagine. Bro, these books are like kids to me. Like, I fucking love my books. If someone were to take my book and fuck me over like that, bro, I'll lose my shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's insane. That makes me so mad.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I bought those. Everything that I had them sign, I bought at the con because I was like, oh, he's here, like that. All those books that I had them sign, like I said, I bought there. So I don't have any emotional connection to them. That would, yeah, you're right. That would get me hot. If it was like a book that's been in my collection for years and they beat you for it, that's such a savage move.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, they didn't do that to a book you cared about, but what if they do that to someone else? You know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's books that they're worth nothing, but like it was my first book that I got, or a book that my brother gave me, or what if my cousin passed away and he gave me that book? Like they have so much sentimental value.
Yeah.
For them to like screw you over like that, that's wrong, man.
Yeah, and even if you don't have sentimental value, man, those things are yours. Like, don't steal your shit.
Oh yeah, no, it's not cool by any means, and shit's gonna go down. Before I call someone, my only thing is before I go out and call motherfuckers crooks, I just want to, make sure.
So I used to be a big supporter of CBCS, and it just kind of got to the point where I no longer was sure that they were in business or something. Even like, you know what I mean? Like I know they are, and that they have a parent company and things are supposed to like speed up over time, but like I've totally stopped sending them anything because they just don't even bother updating their system. You know what I mean? And then they don't respond to any messages. And then just miraculously 6-7 months later, your books arrive that you forgot that you even ever sent. So
how many people forget and don't even ask about them,
It's crazy. I don't know how that you can get away with that.
All right, y'all, it's getting late here. I'm about to head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to head out pretty soon too.
Appreciate it, Kenny.
Good Caleb, I'll see you tomorrow on Coast to Coast, right?
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Are we doing all first of the 5 issues?
I'm gonna read them. Yeah, for sure.
All right, very cool, man.
Send me the link.
Good book.
Yeah, man. Yeah, have a good one, brother.
When's your dollar book show?
That'll be Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, with Comic Tom 101, me, and Chad 90 MFing Comics.
Bang bang. All right, brother. Thanks for hanging out.
Appreciate it, brother.
Hey,
love y'all.
That's cool. You got the Comic Thomas, I guess.
Oh yeah. I think I was watching Tom on Instagram, and then Caleb jumped on in the chat, and he's like, "Hey, come join me in my live stream." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll do the show with you." I'm like, "Yo, that's so cool to like watch like that interaction happening. It's awesome."
Oh yeah.
And he's just a train of positivity. So he was like, "Fuck yeah." Roll with it.
Oh, he like turned his light on. He's like, "I was going to sleep, but Comic Tom invited me on. I'm going." It's a cool guy.
Who we got still hanging out in the chat here? Break Hunters in the building. Soldier Only.
What? 21 peeps. That's awesome.
Soldier Only put together a bookcase this evening, so he's been working.
Ooh, nice.
Busy man.
Carol, yeah, bro. Burn the Village and Salt the Fields mode is coming soon, bro.
Oh yeah. Got your back.
Yeah, once I don't know, it's weird. I feel like there's been enough vouching that I don't think that they're straight up crooks. It feels like some motherfuckers that no one's ever done business with. I'm hoping they're just incompetent and they're not crooks. So
you're hoping eventually you'll get your books.
How long has it been?
October. Middle of October.
Whoa. Oh my god, dude.
October.
Yeah.
October, November.
With no communication.
So it's like what? Almost 6 months, right?
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
TGC has had my books for 6 months that I mailed to them.
Yeah. That's the thing I hear.
Just out of curiosity, like what tier were they? Modern books or were they?
Mine were modern.
They were modern.
Yeah.
Huh?
I did CCS.
You did CCS. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a while.
I'll just give you a quick tip about that. If you do CCS services with CGC, and you don't fast track that part of the order, you're going to expect to wait somewhere between like 5 and 6 months, because that part of the process is so much more behind schedule than the modern grading service, where the modern grading service you don't necessarily need to fast track and worry about it. But
My biggest problem is like I have the CGC membership, and I have a mental block in my head where I cannot send them any more books until they give me my current books back. It's just how my brain works, so it ain't gonna happen. So
I don't blame you.
I'm getting my I'm getting a couple books back on Monday from CGC. Like I'm like a noob with that shit of sending books off, and I guess I didn't really think of it, but I sent off like 6 modern books and 2 Silver Age, and I didn't really realize that they were going to come back at different times. So I got the modern ones back pretty quickly, man.
The modern ones come back pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The older ones, not so much.
No. Right, because that one's going on 3 or 4 months from when I gave him that, and I clicked and looked at what the grade is gonna be. It's Silver Surfer 1 and Silver Surfer 3.
Nice.
And you just gotta see it. I think.
Dude, I've got 2.
I can't tell whether he's happy or he's laughing at himself. But.
Kenny, I've got 2 X-Men #4, the first Omega Red, that I want to like send to you and to have you submit them to try and get your 9.8.
Yeah. I know they're gonna be. I know they were low grade. So. I just wanted to. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to have the book slabbed. Surfer's my guy, so I just want to. It presents okay. There's some tape on it and shit, but whatever. Thing I didn't realize. I'll tell you what it was. I think it's the worst. It's the worst. It's literally the worst outcome possible. I think.
I don't
think there's a worse outcome.
Did you get an NG?
A purple label NG?
Tell me that. Right? What's the worst outcome?
You drop it when you get it.
Restoration, no grade.
Is that a thing? No NG, 0?
NG, yeah.
Oh wow! So I guess it's not the worst.
So an NG is usually reserved for a coverless book. So that's what, like, if you might have a complete book, but if it's missing the cover, it's gonna get the full cover. It's gonna get an NG. Plus some notes if there's other stuff wrong with the book, but yeah.
Because it got 0.5, right?
0.5 can be good. It depends.
And I'd be like, I don't know if I'd be all right with 0.5. I was hoping, because when I was looking at like the, what their grading criteria is, right up until like a 3, it said significant amount of tape. So I was like, all right, it's got a significant amount of tape. Like,
what does that mean? Like a whole roll or something? Or
I mean, and obviously just the spine. It's not like there was tape all over like random parts of the book.
Yeah,
it was just the spine. But I think qualified is green, right?
Yeah,
green.
It was gonna come back green because apparently I didn't catch it, but apparently the back cover that's on that fucker is not the original back cover.
It's a married cover.
Oh wow!
So for that reason, they put the old green stamp on it. So that bitch is coming back 0.5 green. That's pretty bad, right?
That's pretty rough.
That's interesting, because there are like Golden Age books where the covers are married and stuff, and those get like universal label, whatevers, like.
When you say married, are you saying the same front and back cover that ripped off, just put back together, right?
No, I'm saying there's a cover from one book taken and put on the cover for the same book, but like on different copy.
Okay.
And they say they make a grader's note on the book on the front that says married cover, but so they make the note of it there, but they don't give it a green label just for that.
That's weird. Unless they're implying that
there's a lot of, honestly, the green label is the thing I have the least comprehensive understanding of, and where there's the most subjectivity, I guess. Like, for example, I have a Golden Age book that's a 0.5, it presents like it's a 5 or 6 potentially, you know, and it has the cover, has the front cover, has the back cover. The only thing wrong with it is that there's a small piece cut out of page 7 that gets a 0.5 universal, not a 5.0 green label. Right? Does that make any sense? I don't know.
No, that's weird.
That sounds really weird.
Yeah. So there's a lot of inconsistencies with 0.5s and green labels. And whether you get the 0.5 grade or you get the green label grade, getting a 0.5 and a green label, that I don't understand at all. Like usually they would give you one or the other. So you might want to ask about that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think they gave a green label for under 2.
No, yeah, because the whole point of the green label is that this book presents, you know, this book may have some sort of core flaw to it, like you said, you know, the back cover isn't real, but it still presents like a whatever, you know, like a 2.0 or a 3.0. So the idea is that a 2.0, 3.0 green label is worth more to the collector in the marketplace than a 0.5 blue label. That may or may not be the case. You know what I mean? The market does what the market does, but I don't know. That's a
0.5 green, baby.
I don't think I've ever seen a 0.5 green label.
Yeah.
So
maybe that'll be more valuable because it's rare.
Maybe.
It's gonna be my fun little novelty book that I have.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but I'm cool with it. Even with me sending it off to begin with, it was just for the fact of, hey, I got a kick out of owning Silver Surfer 1. It's one of my Grail books. I was like, let's put this bitch in a slab. Like, I just let me roll the dice and see what they give me, you know. But the green threw me off. I was bummed out about the green because I wanted it to just be in like a regular blue slab. I didn't even care if it was 0.5, you know. So that's kind of a bummer.
That is a bummer, buddy.
Yeah. I'm just taking L's left and right, Dave. What the fuck?
I mean, personally, as a collector, I don't have any issues with green labels. I don't actually have any, but if I had the opportunity to get a book for a much better deal with a green label, I wouldn't dismiss the opportunity necessarily, you know. And I have a lot of like conserved label books. It's like I don't even know what color that label is anymore. It's kind of like a lighter green label. And that's basically restoration that doesn't include color touch. It's like,
oh, weird. I've never even heard of that.
There's certain things that can be done to a book to protect the book, to conserve it, like so that it's preserved, you know what I mean, so it doesn't deteriorate, but doesn't involve, you know, cosmetically making the book look better, right? Because if you cosmetically make the book look better, either by adding pieces,
I don't like that.
Or changing the colors, that's considered restoration. But if you don't do those pieces of the restoration and you only do the things where you're like keeping the book intact with, you know, like glue or whatever it is, that's considered just conservation.
I wouldn't want to own a purple label, I don't think.
I've got plenty of purple labels, but I mean, it's Golden Age. Like sometimes, I mean, in Golden Age, you know, kids would restore their own books and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
done. You said no color touches on your purple labels?
No, some of them have color touch. In Golden Age, yeah, some of them have color touch. I mean,
do you see it on the cover?
Yeah. But guess what? That puts that Golden Age book into my wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Like into your price range.
Does your eye catch that it's color touched when you look at it? No, right? So that's a surprise to you when you see it. You're like, oh shit, I guess it is.
Yeah, I mean, some of those were books that I got raw and sent in, and some of those are books that I actually bought purple labels. So I knew that going in. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah.
Now, what about like regular like white? Because I clean a lot of books that have dirt on them because I buy a lot of crappy books and I clean them up so they present well. Does that affect like a restoration?
Cleaning is no longer considered restoration, as far as I'm aware.
Depends how you clean it.
Cleaning without chemical.
No chemical, dry clean.
Yeah, dry cleaning.
Straight dry clean. Recently on Reggie's stream, because they got that question and then a little CGC rep said, They thought it was separate. And I guess I could clean because on that one Golden Age book I have, there is some pencil writing on there. Because erasers are a big part of cleaning, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take that off with an eraser.
Yeah.
They also make like more sophisticated cleaning stuff. You can buy it on eBay. You can like run it right over colors without taking color off and stuff.
I got one of these. It's like a little eraser pencil for the detail. It's good for like barcodes and going inside of words with like a little brush in the back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then I also got like you put like a magnifier on here so you can get real close, because a lot of people I learned by mistake when you're using one of these erasers, if you can't see, there's small tears on the cover, and if you're going back and forth or in an x-axis, you'll actually just tear the cover. Like you'll tear a hole into it.
Good tip.
Yeah, learned.
Dude, you're like scientific with that shit. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I got a whole little restoration, like cleaning kit. Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
A little razor blade? Was that did you use it for stickers?
Yeah, I have like a little. It's like an X-Acto knife that I try to use to get off stick. It doesn't work that well. I'm not that good at it. I'm not like Comic Don where he just pulls it off like nothing.
Do you put a solution on it first?
I've tried multiple times, and I've seen people use Q-tips, but I've had problems with Q-tips actually sticking because the glue leaves like a residue on the cover, so the cotton from the Q-tip will stick onto the that glue left over.
Something that I have been looking out for recently is books that are already graded by CGC, purple label, that say slight restoration. Or say small amount of color touch on cover or back cover, XYZ, small amount of color touch. Because you can buy those books for like 30% of the value, 30 to 40% of the value of what that same book would go universal label. And you could technically send it to CGC for restoration removal and convert it into a blue label book, and there all of a sudden you have quadrupled your money or whatever or value from that book if it's a small amount of color touch. If it really is a smaller amount of color touch, and if it's professional, if it's amateur, it's a lot harder. But they have restoration removal services and can turn a purple label into a blue label, and that's a quick way you can like essentially flip the value of a Golden Age book or even a Silver Age key. Like there are purple label Amazing Fantasy 15s with small amount of color touch. You know what I mean?
All right. So here's my question on that. So let's say I have a purple label and I send it to CGC to do the removal. When they remove it, is it going to lower the grade?
Yeah, but in many cases, let's say this is all hypothetical, right? But
hypothetical.
Let's say you have a 5.0 CGC Amazing Fantasy 15 with small amount of color touch, professional color touch, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you send that to CGC for restoration or removal, and it comes back a 3.5 blue label. 3.5 blue label goes for a lot more than a 5.0 purple.
Yeah.
A lot more. So it's it's a strategy.
And I'm cool with that. I'm just getting all the strategies here.
Yeah. I mean that's hypothetical, but
I would take a 5.0 AF-15 though. in a purple label. I wouldn't.
I mean it could be any book. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. No, I know.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. That I didn't know that CGC actually does the restoration removal. That's cool.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've clicked through all their services, and that they do a lot of different shit. It's just what's weird. What's funny about that is they control, like it's why they have the separate companies, because they could really control too much of their grade. If their pressing was the same company that did the grade, like of course it might go up too much because they're trying to sell their pressing service. So. I think they do a pretty legitimate job.
Yeah, I've been pretty happy with my overall experience with the various divisions over there. So,
I'm not a slab guy. I've never sent a book to CGC yet.
Me neither.
Including the 2 books the Comic Book NYC is sending me. I got 4 slab comics in my collection.
So I just doubled your slab collection in one day.
You doubled my slabs, buddy.
Oh man, I got 2 slabs.
Those were slabs.
Whoa, Perry! I thought you only had one. What's the other one?
I got a new one.
You have Cable and what's the other one?
I got this Capullo signature.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Metal. You know, I'm real happy with that.
Which ones were slabbed, Kavi? Dave's getting
That Miracle one?
Yeah.
ASM 252, the AF-15 homage cover in the black suit, and Watchmen #1.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, real nice.
Dude,
The Secret Wars 8. The Secret Wars 8 newsstand isn't slabbed, but it's a high grade, like it's a pretty high grade book. So if it was slabbed, it would be nice. Yeah.
Secret Wars newsstand slabbed.
There we go.
Nice.
Dude, the funny shit about this is I didn't even notice it was a newsstand. I submitted this book myself, and I didn't even recognize that it was a newsstand until someone pointed it out on one of my videos recently.
Nice. Yeah, I have a 9.6 of that book, but it's the direct edition. I gave away at the newsstand in the contest.
Hell yeah.
So it's Mr. Miracles now.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great. I'm curious to see what happens with just Watchmen as a property, just altogether with this HBO show. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I feel like it could go 2 ways. That's the funny thing, is because not every show that HBO puts out is a home run. Like this show could totally just whatever go over people's heads or just not do it for them. It might suck. I don't think it'll suck.
I highly doubt it will, just based on Damon Lindelof being involved. Like, everything he's done for me has landed. I mean, from a Lost and Leftovers perspective. So I'm hoping it's in line with that. Just, Watchmen universe version of that, whatever that ends up being. But I'm gonna be optimistic.
Successful HBO show. There's like levels to that shit, man. Like,
yeah,
when the show goes on to a certain network, like when you hear Preacher's going to go on AMC, even Walking Dead is an extreme exception. But like, it's going to hit a certain height. But when certain HBO shows pop, them shits pop big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
So I would love for that to like.
I hope so.
So we'll see. But I could also see it just kind of coming and going, like.
Me too.
Like the Deadwood movie that got announced, I think today, dude. I was so pumped. I can't believe it. They finally did.
Deadwood.
Because that show didn't get. They fucking didn't even give it a finale. They canceled it.
I know. It's a shame.
That's a tremendous show.
Good night, Chad. 90MF Comics.
Deadwood. Who knows? Peace out, Chad.
Have a good night.
See you, man.
The Sopranos were huge. Oh yeah. That's my.
Don't stop believing.
Geeks, Drinks, and Comics is here. Who Dat is back.
Hey, Geeks, Drinks, and Comics. What's up, man?
Geeks, my brother. The very first AOK I ever got from someone was from Geeks, Drinks, and Comics.
Same here.
When I kicked them butts, he sent me a little something. I appreciated that, man.
Yeah, got rid of them heaters.
Them heaters. Well, guys, I have to work in the AM.
Yeah, I'm getting it's almost 1 a.m.
It's irresponsible for me to be streaming right now. I should be.
All right, well, hey, just disconnect your modem and we'll keep going.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
Hey, thanks for having us on, man.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Kenny.
Very
fun.
cool.
It's fun hanging out.
Yeah, thanks, Kenny, man.
Appreciate
it.
it.
Epic for a while there.
Fun Friday.
Later.
Peace.
All right.
Have a good one.